Good morning. Welcome to the program. Today is Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024. I have the list of candidates that are going to appear on our February 20th, 2024 ballots in the city of Milwaukee. This is only going to be city of Milwaukee candidates and potentially our April 2nd general election ballots, as some of these races do not have primaries. So if there is more than two people running for a single seat, that triggers a primary election. That'll be February 20th. If there's only two people vying for a seat, like the city attorney's office, then that election is going to be held on April 2nd. I'm going to do my damnedest to keep you all as informed as I possibly can, including interviewing as many of these candidates as possible. So I'm going to go through the list of the candidates. There's some interesting stuff going on here. You got one person that's running for like 3 aldermanic seats, mayor and county executive. One person. Y'all remember Aisha Griffin? She sued me in federal court, by the way. Yeah, she did. So I ain't happy about it, but I'm still going to interview her anyway. I got served documents, federal court papers, because she believed, I'm not kidding you, this woman hired a lawyer to sue me. Federal court, not municipal court, not circuit court, not Milwaukee County court, federal court. You know how frightening it is to see your name on a docket? I was like, oh, here we go. Aisha Griffin believed at one point in time that I had an undue amount of influence over her electoral prospects. This is also the woman. Rhea, I'm going to say a word. Don't bleep it out, because this word actually appeared on the ballot. She sued all the way. She's a suer. What's the word for a suer? Litigious? She sues a lot. Don't beep out this word I'm going to say. She actually had this on the ballot. She sued under a freedom of speech clause to have this particular name on the ballot when she was running for, I think she was running for mayor at the time. Don't beep it out. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. Not the white man's bitch. She actually had that. That was her name on the ballot. Yeah. Because typically, if you're not the white man's bitch, you shouldn't have to say it. What? It was on the ballot. What?
That's it. That's enough.
It's democracy. She wanted it on there, and they actually had to have a panel of judges vote to approve it. I guess I shouldn't have said the B word. First of all, the B word is the proper name for a female canine. Just because y'all use it in a different way, that is not my problem. I should be able to use the B word. No, I'm not talking about women.
It's too early.
Yeah, I know it's too early, but I still got to give the people what they want. I got to give them the information. And here's the other thing about the B word that I'm going to close out with the B word. First of all, she is the one, Aisha Griffin, that chose that slogan to be on the ballot. And she just did it for attention. I mean, years later, I'm still talking about it. So obviously her ploy to get attention worked. Most B words, if you want to refer to a human being as a B word, it's not women, it's men. Men are way bigger B words than women are. We are. Starting in probably like 2013, 2014, the transition was made where men became much bigger B words. The biggest B words I've ever known in my entire life are men. However, I digress. I'm going to talk about the candidates that made it on the ballot, and I'm going to share something with you that I don't often share. I live my life with no regrets. Either I gain some experience in just the things that I do, or I learn a very valuable lesson. In the event that I make a bad decision and that bad decision metes out consequences, I take that decision and those consequences and I use it as a learning experience or a subjective teachable moment. So I don't want to live my life with any kind of regret. Everything that I do, I like to think that I'm clear and level-headed and sober when I make decisions, especially life-changing decisions. And if I make the wrong decision, which is an inevitable part of life, I learn something from it. Oh, Sherwin, don't do that again. So I have few regrets, but I do have one. And it's regarding this current election that we're having in the city of Milwaukee. I have a regret, and I'm going to share that regret with you. And it hurts to talk about because as I'm looking through this list of candidates, and I'm going to share them with you in a moment, and I don't want to be disrespectful. The people that we have to choose from to lead us, not just nationally. I know we have crappy choices nationally. Y'all don't like Donald Trump. You don't like Joe Biden. I get it. But we typically have much more options at the local level. Our options at the local level are just as bad. They are just as bad as the Donald Trump and the Joe Biden at the federal level. Make no mistake about it. I am voting for Joe Biden. I got into an argument this morning. It's 9 o'clock and I've already been into an argument about Joe Biden. But Sherwin, he has dementia. So does Trump. But Sherwin, Joe Biden is racist. Find me a white man in America who's 81 years old who isn't. But Sherwin, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's got a whole bunch of people around him that know what they're doing. I'm voting for him, but is it ideal? It isn't. But what I look for when I vote for somebody, it's not personality. I don't care if I sit down with Joe Biden. It'd be an embarrassing interview. If I sat down with Joe Biden and did an interview, which I would totally accept, if they said, hey, Sherwin, we want Joe to sit down with you, I'd accept it. I also would sit down with Trump. I just need y'all to know I'm trying to get an interview with Trump. I really am. Don't look at me like that, Rhea, because guess what? He'd probably hire you to be his next Omarosa, and I bet you take the job. If Donald Trump said he would give you $900,000 a year to be his policy assistant, I would suggest you take it. You wouldn't do it? For $900K, you don't have to do is 1 year. I mean, you'd end up doing 3 years in federal prison, but at least you'd make some money. You wouldn't work for him?
He's got 91 felonies.
But yet that doesn't mean that you have 91 felonies and working for him. You just...
The people around him are getting more locked up than he is.
So what you're saying is you would think about it? You'd give it some thought? Okay, that's fine. He's less than an ideal choice, to say the least. The choices we have here locally are just as bad. I think that Milwaukee is in a transition period. If you just look at what has happened, a snapshot of this city in the last few years, I suppose we're up and coming. We are now nationally rated and ranked. Like Milwaukee now makes lists of great cities to visit. We have our festivals. We have our big old corporations that we have here, Northwestern Mutual and others. We have the lakefront, which is beautiful. We have a vibrant arts and entertainment scene. There's a lot of stuff going on in the city. Downtown is revitalized. You got a championship basketball team. We have a $500 million renovation to the Baird Center, formerly Wisconsin Center, formerly the Midwest Express Center. We got a $500 million renovation to our baseball stadium. There's a lot of stuff going on here. So we are in this great period of transition. So now we need a kind of leadership that can take all of these things that are happening in this city and do two things. Continue to move those things forward, but also help bring people along. We in this city have ignored a large cohort of people for a very long time. They've been telling us that they need help. You look at the dilapidated, not even the physical conditions of neighborhoods and communities, but the social conditions, the children, their performance in school, the crimes they're committing. They are telling us that they need some of the investment. They need some of the assistance that we have been giving essentially to rich people that live downtown. We've made their neighborhoods beautiful. Fair enough. But when is it going to be the people's turn? So the leaders that we need right now need to be mindful, keenly mindful of that. We've invested a whole bunch of money in the right places, and now Milwaukee is rated. We're ranked. We're a travel and tourism place. The fat people with beards on Harley Davidsons come here and ride their motorcycles, and most of them are fat. What? A lot of them are. Like 48%. Oh, I'm going to talk about fat people today. No, I'm going to talk about nutrition. Because you know what I come to find out, Rhea? What we eat and how we eat is linked to depression and our overall just like well-being. But the other thing is, who tells black people how to eat? Where do we learn how to eat? And your mama's kitchen, your mama is not a dietitian. Your mother has diabetes. Your mother is on Ozempic. She is. Your mother is getting $35 a month insulin from Joe Biden, and that's fine. We love you all very much. I love my diabetics. I love the diabetics, and I love the poorly educated. I love all the people. I only said that because that's a hotkey. I love everybody. But nobody's teaching us how to eat. I made dinner last night. It was delicious. And I'm also going to dispel some myths because we think we know about diet and nutrition. We don't. We think that high-fat foods are bad. We think that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It isn't. I eat breakfast maybe 2 days a week. You do not need breakfast. Do you eat breakfast, Rhea? You do? Well, no, if you ate breakfast, you'd be late. Is that why you used to be late? Because you would be at the IHOP getting what they call it? A triple duty fresh and fruity, whatever the little breakfast thing is. So what I want to talk about nutrition, because nobody's telling us how to eat. And we eat poorly. And the food that we eat is directly linked to our well-being and our mental health and like our overall just like performance, and our attitude. So I want to talk about that. So on the take break, come back. I do want to share with you the details of the candidates who are running. They are, and I don't want to be offensive, but they are not the kind of leadership that this city needs. So I want you to take a snapshot of the city of Milwaukee right now. The social problems, the violent crime, the homicides, but then all the glitz and glamour that is downtown. We're going to be frozen here in this spot for probably the next decade. Do not expect social conditions in this city to improve. Your cars are still going to get stolen. People are still going to get shot. We're still going to heavily invest in policing, thinking that we can police our way out of crime. We can't. If we are not investing in people and investing in children, you're going to get shot. Your houses are still going to get broken into. And we're going to think that, we just need more police. We're doing it wrong. And we do not have the visionary leaders looking at the people that made the ballot. We're going to be stuck here. So I hope you're happy. And those of you that are not happy, what's going to happen is, because you're going to see over the next few years, a lot of y'all are just going to get fed up. A lot of y'all are fed up right now. You're looking around for other places to move to. Cavalier Johnson wants 1 million people in this city. Again, that is his ambition outpacing his ability. People are leaving the city of Milwaukee. I'm even thinking about leaving the city of Milwaukee. I'm getting sick of this mess. And if we don't have the visionary leaders that are willing to put as much time, effort, energy, resources, and tax dollars into people like they did downtown, this city is going to get worse. Milwaukee will be a colony for people that live outside of the city to just come here for Bucks games and go home, to just come here to the Riverside Theater to see shows, to just come here to see Summerfest on 3 scattered weekends in the summer, to just come here to see the Brewers win or lose. That's what it's going to be. We're going to end up hollowing out this city because nobody's going to want to live here. Take a break, come back. You're listening to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 101.7 FM. I'll be back shortly.
Don't touch that dial. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it is the effective communication coach, Denise Thomas from Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. Look, y'all, I got to let you know that the best morning show on planet Earth is now streaming live on YouTube every weekday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Yes, Truth Telling Hits with Telly and Truth Swiping are coming at you live and in color every weekday on YouTube. So go to YouTube right now to subscribe to 101.7 The Truth and watch Telly and I do our thing and get your morning started off right. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
Are you an older adult or an adult with disability who makes too much for Medicaid benefits? Well, good news. You may qualify for $7,200 to help pay for short-term or continuous in-home services through the new Milwaukee County Independent Living Supports pilot program. If you qualify, it can help pay for things like specialized medical equipment, home modifications, personal care, and other services that improve your quality of life. Do yourself a favor and don't leave this opportunity on the table. You deserve to live life to the fullest. Find out if you qualify right away by visiting county.milwaukee.gov/ILSP. Again, that's county.milwaukee.gov/ILSP. Or call 414-289-6874. Again, that's 414-289-6874. Milwaukee County Independent Living Supports Pilot Program. Live your life to the fullest.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their community uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as one business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a community uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
This is 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris, and I am Milwaukee. Truth in the Afternoon is a platform where you and I can share our love, our lives, and our journey together. That is why, as a fan, your perspective is key. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by Gruber Law Offices. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You are listening to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
So I don't have many regrets, but I actually have one regarding this upcoming election. I should have run for office. I should have. I know I toyed with the idea because that would have been a major decision. I'd have to come off of the radio. I couldn't do this anymore. And now with hindsight being 2020, I think I should have. Now it's too late to make the decision now, so I'm stuck here. This old dead-end job working for the man. I feel like you, Rhea, when you're sitting on the bus stop waiting to start your day at the plant. You know, people when they're just fed up and tired with work, but you have to go to work because you got bills and those people always talk to themselves. They sit on the bus, oh, well, I guess I'll go on down to this job, I guess. And they sigh a lot. Ooh, it sure is cold out here. I guess I'll go to the grocery store when I get done at the plant. They talk. I feel like that. I'm just here at this dead-end job. I should have run for office. I'm going to get to that in a second. All right, see what we got here. City Attorney Tierman Spencer and challenger State Representative Evan Goyke have been recommended for placement on the spring ballot, setting up a race for the top legal job in city government. So here's the thing. Tierman Spencer has had some troubles. His turnover in his office has been high. There's been quite a lot of disagreement between himself and his staff. And a lot of the individuals that have been in the city attorney's office, quite honestly, since 1984, under Grant Langley, who was notoriously racist, and the people that Grant Langley was surrounded with do not like the fact that there's an African-American city attorney here in the city of Milwaukee. So some of the things he found himself in was his bad decision making. A lot of it is people in that office trying to sabotage his term. The thing about Tierman Spencer is, and it doesn't get publicized a lot, and he and I have talked about this for a number of years, he is horrible at disseminating information, and he's going to find that out during his campaign. He doesn't always listen. He is winning cases for the city. He is not representing the police because, the city attorney is the attorney for all of the city departments. But when the police need legal representation, he oftentimes tells them to go and find private attorneys to represent them because he is not going to give them legal counsel. So he really is one of the few people that is doing right by us. But because he does not communicate his victories and his successes well or at all we hear is the bad stuff that he has been accused of. There was even an attempted common council action at trying to change the makeup of his office, or they try to discipline him, which they totally can't do. The common council doesn't have that authority because he is an independent elected official. But he's actually winning cases for the city and saving the taxpayers in this city a lot of money. Evan Goyke, who is challenging Tierman Spencer, I will never vote for Evan Goyke for anything, ever, for anything, ever. And it's not because he isn't a nice guy. Here's what I don't like. He's one of them liberal lefties, you see. He's a lefty liberal. And I know some of y'all are old lefty liberals, but here's the problem I have with the lefty liberals. They still think they know what is best for black people. See, the lefty liberals are sometimes the worst kind of people because they believe that black people are just woefully inefficient and unskilled and ignorant, and that they know best, that they can best lead the blacks out of the darkness. And they have this attitude that, oh, no, I'm going to run in a majority black district so I can help you black people. So first of all, that never is the case. Evan Goyke represents the 18th Wisconsin State Assembly District, which is basically a north side central city district. I think parts of Sherman Park are in that district. He has no business running in that district. That should be an African-American seat. Because if you are a Caucasian person, I don't care how many books you read. I don't care how many college courses you took. I don't care how much black history you understand. I don't care how many dashikis you wear. You cannot represent us. You can't. You can't. You could be like a good Democrat, but black folks need more than just a good Democrat. I would argue that Joe Biden is a good Democrat if you look at his voting record, his overall performance of towing the party line. But Joe Biden can't really represent black people. That's why he got a black woman to be his vice president. He knows he can't represent us. But what the lefty liberals do, and another one was Fred Kessler. Fred Kessler represented a majority black district, the 12th Assembly District. Lakeisha Myers is in that district now. And whenever people would challenge him and say, Fred, an African-American, step down. An African-American should run and represent this district. And eventually Fred Kessler got beat by a black woman. But then they always say stuff like, I used to fight for civil rights. I can represent the blacks. The blacks need my superior white knowledge. It's so frustrating. Evan Goyke is one of those. The audacity to run in a majority black district. And here's the thing that a lot of these white lefty liberals have. They can raise a lot more money than black candidates. Black candidates got to rely on their own shoe leather, their own work ethic. Maybe they get a handful of volunteers to go out and knock on doors. And the other thing about when the white lefty liberals represent black people in black districts, they get a different kind of understanding of what black people actually want and need. When you represent people, you get to see people from a different perspective, okay? They don't often fulfill the needs of black people. I need you to follow me on this. It gets kind of complicated. So if you have the veneer of being a white person that cares about black people. You raise a whole bunch of money. You beat out all the other black candidates, and you get elected in a majority black district. And you listen to the thoughts and the concerns, the wishes and the desires of black people, and you make sure that those things don't come to fruition so that you still can exercise control over black people. When white people represent black districts, and this is just, do y'all know that there's racism still in the country? Can we agree on that? Okay. Why do you think it still exists? Because when white people get very close to us and they have political influence over black people and black bodies and black children and black education, they listen to what we actually need. They hear what we are actually screaming for, and they make sure we never get it. At the same time, they are pretending to represent us well. Racism is not just the Republicans, even though the Republicans have mechanized it, they have weaponized it, and they have created a very solid electoral base based on racism. Please don't think that the white lefty liberals are any less racist. They think that black folks need to be in a box that they get to open and close. I'll never vote for Evan Goyke for anything. Tierman Spencer, he's got some troubles, but ain't no question about that. I'm going to vote for him. The spring election is set for April 2nd, with any primaries taking place on February 20th, 2024. Nomination papers were due at 5 p.m. yesterday for those wishing to run for seats across the city, which also include mayor, comptroller, city treasurer, and all 15 common council seats. Barring any successful challenges, candidates who are recommended for ballot placement will appear on those ballots. The City Election Commission has been updating an online spreadsheet that shows whether each candidate's nomination papers have been deemed sufficient and whether the candidate has been recommended for placement on the ballot. 3 candidates looking to run for mayor. So I'm going to pause there, come back, and talk about the 3 candidates that are running for mayor. So you guys actually do have choices other than Cavalier Johnson. Talk about that on the other side. And I'm going to talk about my regret not running for office. I should have. For real, what would you do if you didn't see my shining face every day? You probably just, well, I guess I just pick up another shift at the plant, I guess. Ooh, I sure is tired. I guess I'll go on down to the Metro Market when I get off of work. I guess I'll have me some Franken beans for dinner tonight. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 101.7 FM. We'll be right back.
The Truth with Sherwin Hughes returns after this on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Attention families, Milwaukee Public Museum wants to remind you that Kohl's Thank You Thursdays are in full swing. Receive free access to MPM's permanent exhibits on the first Thursday of every month. Milwaukee Public Museum would like to thank Kohl's for their support in making this program possible. Visit MPM's website today for more information and to book your reservations. mpm.edu/KTYT. That's mpm.edu/KTYT.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 101.7 The Truth. Here is Tory Lowe with his truth.
For the past few years, our team has been working tirelessly to address the issues that impact our community, from crime and violence to economic inequality and social justice. Through our interviews with local leaders, policymakers, and residents, we shed light on the challenges that Milwaukee faces and highlighted the innovative solutions that are making a real difference. We've also provided a platform for those whose voices have been ignored and silenced, ensuring that everyone has a seat at the table and shaping the future of our city. Thanks to our efforts, we have addressed the tough issues across Milwaukee, discussing ways to reduce crime and increasing access to vital resources and services. I believe that change starts on a grassroots level, and through our work, we are empowering individuals and organizations to make a positive impact in our communities. So tune in to the award-winning Tory Lowe Show and join us in our mission to create a better Milwaukee for us all. Together, we can build a brighter future for our city and residents. The Tory Lowe Show is making a positive impact on our community by raising awareness about important issues, providing a platform for marginalized voices to be heard, and inspiring action to take place towards positive change. Through thought-provoking discussions and engaging interviews, the show is encouraging dialogue and fosters a sense of unity and empowerment among community members. Join me every day from 1 to 4 on The Tory Lowe Show.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 101.7 The Truth. Listen to The Tory Lowe Show weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Every 36 seconds, a vehicle is stolen in the United States. Cars are an important investment, and you have the power to protect it. Remove valuables from your car or place out of view. Roll up your windows completely. Don't leave your car running while unattended, especially during the winter. And always lock your doors and take your keys or fob with you. If you know something about a vehicle theft, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB.
This is a public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Stein. The 8-8 Green Bay Packers will hit the practice field today in preparation for their Week 18 clash with the Chicago Bears. For Jordan Love and the Pack, it's simple. Win, and you're in.
I mean, this is exactly the situation we've been working for all offseason, all through training camp to get ready to put ourselves in a position to make the playoffs.
Packers beat the Bears on Sunday. They are in the playoffs. That kickoff is set for 3:25. Over to the NBA, where the Milwaukee Bucks are in Indiana tonight to face off with the Pacers once again. The Bucks could be without Chris Middleton as he was added to the injury report with a sprained left wrist. His status has been listed as questionable. Tip-off tonight is set for 6 p.m. And lastly, Tyler Wall scored a season-high 19 points. Steven Crowell had a double-double, and A.J. Storr added 16 points as the number 21 ranked Wisconsin Badgers beat Iowa 83-72 on Tuesday night for their third straight win. Next up for Greg Gard's squad is a matchup with Nebraska on Saturday. The sports update is brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
More of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes is next on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
All right, let's see what we got. 4 people filed papers to run for mayor, though only 3 had filed enough nomination papers. And only 1 had been recommended for ballot placement. Wait a minute, what? Oh. 4 people filed papers to run for mayor. Good. Though only 3 had filed nomination papers. Not as good. And only 1 had been recommended for ballot placement as of 6 p.m. yesterday. Wisconsin God Squad founder David King was the first to be recommended. David King probably isn't going to like me for saying this. Like, I've refused to interview him in all the years he's been running for office. Dude has tried to run for, and he's a very conservative Republican. He's an African-American man. I'm sure he's a very nice guy. He's just unserious, and I think that when you have an unserious candidate that runs for office repeatedly with no shot of winning, they're making a mockery of how important representation actually is. This is nothing to play with. Have a level of respect for the voters. If you run for office and if you put together the best campaign that you can, and that campaign exhibits who you are, what you want to do, it exhibits your personality. What else? You have people that believe in you, that contribute to your campaign, right? You raise a little bit of money, you put some of your own money in, and you communicate with the voters. And if the voters reject you, time and time and time and time again, stop running. Stop, because you're wearing voters out when they see your name on every ballot every single 4 years. It's not like you're going to become a more viable option. It's like they have this sentiment like, oh, all these other people suck. I mean, I suck too, but I suck maybe not as much as them. And it's just a zero-sum game. It's unfortunate. Incumbent Mayor Cavalier Johnson submitted his nomination papers on Thursday, and those papers were deemed sufficient by the Elections Commission. He has yet to file the required statement of economic interest, which is due by Friday at 4:30. A third candidate, Aisha Griffin, joined the race Tuesday and filed nomination papers and a statement of economic interest. Griffin, whose committee is named the Poor People's Piece of the Pie campaign, ran against Johnson and 5 others in a 7-way race for mayor in 2022. The competition for the open seat came after former Mayor Tom Barrett resigned late the previous year to take the appointment as ambassador to Luxembourg. Johnson won the election in April of 2022 to finish the remaining 2 years of Barrett's 4-year term. Aisha Griffin has also filed papers to run in Aldermanic Districts 3 and 15, and she is running for county executive. Multiple Common Council primaries were beginning to take shape on Tuesday evening in districts with and without incumbents, and so my regret is coming up. I should have run for office. I should have. With hindsight being 2020, if I had it to do all over again, I think I actually would have. Now, being that this ship has sailed, this would have been my last consideration. I mean, at my age, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to start a new career at almost 50. So this would have been it for me. But because I decided not to run for a particular Common Council seat, the likelihood that I would ever consider it grows slimmer by the day. In Aldermanic District 5, Lamont Westmoreland is facing two challengers after having just been elected in April. He, along with real estate agent Stacey A. Smiter and Bruce Winter, who also sought the seat in the last election, have been recommended for ballot placement. My endorsement goes to Lamont Westmoreland. He's probably one of the best that we have on the council. There's others, but he's good. Primaries were also shaping up in Aldermanic District 7 and 11, where incumbents have decided not to seek re-election. In District 7, where Alderman Khalif Rainey is not running, candidates Jessica Curry, Kenneth Hughes. Wait a minute. You know what? That's Ken Hughes that runs the hot dog joint. The hot dog man. The hot dog house. Oh, did he? Pastor Ken Hughes, no relation. Oh, he's a good guy. Oh, he said he's going to donate some of his salary. I never agree with them doing that. They need to earn all. They need to keep that money because you earn it being an alderman in this city. Huh? What's it? Dog City? That's the name of it. And then they have a Dog City here in the 3rd Street Market Hall, and then they have another one in the North Avenue Market. So Pastor Ken Hughes is running in District 7. And DeAndre Jackson, also running in District 7, he has been recommended for ballot placement as of 6 p.m. yesterday. Two more candidates, Randy Jones, who contacted me over the holiday weekend, Taryn Webb, whose name sounds familiar, but I don't think I know who Taryn Webb is, had submitted nomination papers. So does this mean that Randy Jones didn't get on the ballot? I know he contacted me wanting to talk, wanted some help, and wanted some endorsements for his campaign. Randy, if you ain't get on the ballot, I can't help you, man. All you need is 200 signatures. Let me tell you something. It's 50,000 people in an aldermanic district. You need 200 people to vouch for you to sign your nomination papers and get on the ballot. 200. Now, they can't be felons. They got to be at least 18. But out of 50,000 people, you think you'd be able to find 200. In Aldermanic District 11, where Mark Borkowski is not running for another term, a three-way race is expected between Milwaukee County Supervisor Peter Burgelis. So here's the thing with Peter. So Peter's a member of the county board, and Peter was participating, this was very recently, in the last 2 weeks, he was participating in a virtual county board meeting. Okay, he wasn't on the committee, but he was participating in the meeting, okay? And he inadvertently turned on his video camera while he was participating in this county board committee meeting, and he ain't have no shirt on. So anyone who was viewing this Milwaukee County Board virtual committee meeting saw his nipples. I don't know if that helps him or hurts him, but he didn't have a shirt on. If you're going to have a Zoom meeting or participate in a virtual meeting, just in case you hit the wrong button, please cover your nipples. Have a shirt on. In the third race for a vacant council seat in District 10, here's my regret. It was not immediately clear how many people would make it on the ballot to succeed longtime Alderman Mike Murphy. I live in Mike Murphy's district. Soon after the filing deadline, co-founder of youth leadership program Urban Underground, Charlene Moore, was the only person who had been recommended for ballot placement. I need you to understand something. In the Aldermanic district in which I live and have lived for 2 decades, Charlene Moore is the only person who is going to be on the ballot in the aldermanic district in which I have spent 20 years of my life helping to improve my community the best way I know how. We only have one choice. I've known Charlene for a very long time. She is a dedicated servant of this community. She is a wonderful human being. But because she has no opponent, she doesn't have to do anything. Nothing. That doesn't mean that she won't campaign. It doesn't mean that she won't knock on doors. She doesn't have to. There will be no debates between her and another candidate. There will be no town hall meetings with her and other candidates where the issues that we have and have been dealing with in the 10th district will see the light of day. She does not have to do anything. Here is the particular trouble. When, in recent memory now, when African-American men run against African-American women, I got two examples. Those African-American men lose every time. When black men in this city specifically run against black women, they lose. And I like Charlene, but again, the way I talk about politics, for me, it's business. This is not personal. You can't take it personal when the people own these seats. Every 4 years, we have the opportunity to do an evaluation of the people that represent us. If we don't like the way they've been representing us, there's another election. Democracy is cyclical. It's like a Ferris wheel that never stops. 365, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It just keeps going and going and going. And every 4 years, that Ferris wheel stops to potentially let new people onto the ride. I could have beat Charlene Moore. And not because I think that she's ineffective. I could have beat her. But now she's going to be our alderwoman because there's nobody running against her. I guess I might as well have her on the show. And I'll have her on the show because I want to know what she wants to do. And I want you all to know. What is she bringing to the council? What issues in the 10th district is she aware of? What are her suggestions? What are her solutions? What are her ideas? Is she an innovative thinker? Is she going to challenge the mayor? I want to know. I have her on the show. And I promise you all this. When I have her on the show, I'm going to tell her, I say, Charlotte, I could have beat you. I'm just being honest. It's not personal. I just wanted to see a more competitive race for the 10th aldermanic district because we have had the same alderperson since I was in the 9th grade. Actually, 8th grade. Mike Murphy got elected in 1989, and he just retired this year. And you figure after all of that time, wouldn't there be like a whole bench of people that would be just jumping at the chance to run in an aldermanic seat that hasn't been open since 89? In fact, he's the longest serving alderman. There has not been an open seat in the 10th aldermanic district since George H.W. Bush was president. FYI, George H.W. Bush is dead. He used to be the president. George H.W. Bush appointed Clarence Thomas to the Supreme Court. Clarence Thomas is not dead, though. You'd think that there'd be a very competitive race, and there's not a competitive race in the 10th district. I should have ran. I'd have given Charlene a run for her money. Last time an African-American man challenged a black woman in a legislative seat, Mandela Barnes challenged Lena Taylor, got his clock clean. Mandela ran for Lena Taylor's state Senate seat. Lena got like 60% of the vote. And then a guy named Thomas Harris also ran for the state Senate, challenging my state senator, LaTanya Johnson. Thomas Harris, who had television commercials that ran during the Olympics for his state Senate campaign, he got his clock clean too. So black men that run against black women in legislative electoral contests lose, but I think I would have beat Charlotte. I think so. Let's take a break, shall we? You're listening to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 101.7 FM. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Don't touch that dial. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's your boy Tory Lowe, and I need to let you know the award-winning Tory Lowe Show can now be streamed live on YouTube. How? Every day from 1 to 4. I am now bringing all the smoke on YouTube every single weekday. I need you to go to YouTube right now and subscribe to 1017 The Truth and check out the award-winning Tory Lowe Show live every afternoon. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube. Now that's powerful.
This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Justice is about receiving what we deserve. Quote Audre Lorde, who said, "There is no such thing as a single-issue struggle because we do not live single-issue lives." And that said, any freedom, including reproductive freedom, is our human right to decide what is best for our own lives. Reproductive freedom is about having bodily autonomy, which is the same as being able to control what happens to our bodies, including the decision to continue or terminate a pregnancy, rests with the pregnant person at all times and in all circumstances. Because when rights don't apply to all individuals and at all times, they are not rights. They are not rights. And as Black people, our rights are conditional way too often, whether we're talking about during police encounters, quality housing, or, some job opportunity.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute on the new 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee's favorite station.
Please, Lisa, please, for the love of Jehovah, don't kick me or anybody with a prosthetic leg. Please. Why do I even gotta say please? Because what if you kick me and it falls off? I ain't gonna pick it up. You try to kick me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hit you with your own leg. I'll teach you a lesson.
Coming with straight truth.
And you know what? If you want to make it about race, I need you to hold your black men accountable. Don't let these black men get away with anything. Because what does that say about you? Because if you're going to be that person who's not going to hold your own people accountable, we have nothing to talk about. I'm sorry, that's a real old school mentality, my guy.
Tune in to all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows all day, every day by downloading the Truth app.
We got to get back into common courtesy.
It's about the family structure.
Right. It is.
Our extended family, we are all family in Milwaukee. Come on now.
Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we count on the support of community partners. One of those local partners is Associated Bank. Together, we are committed to uplifting local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee home and promise to be a positive reflection on the community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank, member FDIC.
This is The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Let's read some of these comments, shall we? I need to pull up what's the name of the text message in app, Rhea? Because I forgot it. Studio texter, right? Okay. I hope it's signed in. Yes, it's signed in. So the first message I see is Rhea, with your name spelled wrong, Rhea. Rhea, have you ever had a fried Spam sandwich? It's delicious. What does that got to do with anything, LT? See, this is what's wrong with Black people. See? We don't stay on task. Answer the question, Rhea. Have you ever had a fried Spam sandwich?
I have, and they're pretty good.
Okay. Thank you for answering that very important, pressing question. It's our democracy is at stake. I think LT is just always drunk. A lot of people listen to this show drunk. You don't believe me? Listen to some of the phone calls we get. Let's see what they're saying on the YouTube. Go Green Woodworking is just an idiot. Sherwin is dedicated to prove his blackness to Biden. Shut up. If you can't understand, this show is not for everybody. I come to find that out. Like, there's people that understand politics and like these social concepts at a third grade level. This is not the show for you. If that's what your level of understanding is, then listen to conservative talk radio because it'll meet you right where you're at. But if you have a level of intelligence and critical thinking and sophistication, then we welcome you. But anybody else, I can't dumb this show down because I don't know how to do that. But Conservative Talk Radio offers really simple concepts for the less intellectually inclined to grasp. So if you listen to Conservative Talk Radio, you hear stuff like, the Mexicans are coming over here. They're gonna take all your jobs, build the wall, drain the swamp. Democrats are terrorists. That's what you'll hear from them, which is very easy to digest for some people. This show is not for everybody. Classic Lady says, you should have run for office, Sherwin. Rhea could be your campaign manager. Rhea would sabotage my campaign. Exact. She's nodding her head yes. Movado says, morning, Sherwin, Rhea, and chat. Movado says, shoulda, woulda, coulda. So Alderman Mark Chambers just texted me and said that candidates have until Friday to turn in nomination papers and other documents. Wait a minute. So I still have till Friday. Should I do it? How does that work? Like if I decide to file papers, and I can get 200 signatures in an afternoon. That's not a problem. What if I was on the ballot? Like, when do I have to quit the radio? Because if I was a candidate running for office, if there was some kind of loophole in the law where I could still have this job and also be a candidate for office, because the other thing is, like, I need income. I got income in another source, but this income is the steadiest stream. Because if I was on the air while I was also a candidate running for the 10th Aldermanic District, I would start every day with, hey, vote for me. If you live in the 10th District, and I'd give the boundaries, hey, everybody listening to me, vote for me and also send money. I need campaign contributions. That's what I would do every single day. Let's see what else. City Boy says, don't run if you are indecisive. We need people with a passion for this job. Indecisive means there is not enough passion. What the heck? Where did that come from? It's a lot to decide. People that make decisions too quickly, in my opinion, are more dangerous than those that have consideration. Like, my whole trajectory of my life would change. If I'm a public official, Rhea, what are you doing? I gotta take a break. All right, I'm gonna come back in a little while and talk about more stuff. All I'm doing is what they do on Truth Be Told. They just keep talking. Tori Lowe will start a whole nother segment. Okay, I'll take a break. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be back for hour 2.
Calling all Black-owned business and entrepreneurs. The award-winning 1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black Business Give Back. Go to blackbusinessgiveback.com for your chance to sign up to receive 3 months of free advertising on The Truth, valued at $6,000. It is that easy. Grow your business today by signing up for our Black-owned business Give Back. For official contest rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com, member FDIC.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 in the morning, my phone rang. They said, I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action. Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Donors choose. Support a classroom. Build a future.
Did you know that every year, public school teachers spend nearly $500 of their own money for student supplies? Let's do the math. That comes out to over $1.2 billion a year. And that's just not right. At Donors Choose, we want students and teachers to have the tools they need for a great education. And now, more than ever, they need your help. Here's what you can do. Go to DonorsChoose.org and choose from teachers' requests that support reading, math, science, history, and more. Once a request is funded, we'll take care of shipping everything directly to the teacher. It's that easy. You'll receive thank you letters and photos from students and teachers and a report of how every dollar was spent. Teachers' needs have never been greater. Learn more at DonorsChoose.org.
Donors Choose. Support a classroom. Build a future.
Truth Nation, stand up and tap in. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Welcome to Hour 2 of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. In District 3, Alderman Jonathan Brostoff was recommended for ballot placement along with Aisha Griffin. In District 4, Alderman Robert Bauman was... I got a story about Bob Bauman. Robert Bauman was recommended for ballot placement along with Rayhanio Ray Nitty Boynes, who operates the Creative Corridor Incorporated. So I had Bob Bauman on the show, I don't know, a month ago? Month and some change ago? Maybe it was in November or something. So we had a good hour-long talk at least about all the stuff and the city stuff and whatever. I saw him at a fundraising event shortly after he was in studio with me. And dude stuck his hand out like, "Hi, Bob Bauman, nice to meet you." That's dementia. This man, I've been interviewing Bob Bauman for at least 10 years. Back when they were talking about doing the streetcar, because he's a big proponent of the streetcar, I used to interview him at WNOV. He used to show up at WNOV with like maps and drawings and renderings and pictures of trains and stuff. I see him at Moe's just about every single time I go. In fact, the last time I was at Moe's, that night of the fundraiser where I saw Bob Bauman, he stuck his hand out, "Hi, I'm Bob Bauman, nice to meet you." Like he didn't know who the hell I was. Either he's losing his scruples, he's got a taste of the Joe Biden, or he was being rude. Either way, I'm supporting Ray Nitty for alderman in the 4th District. Hey, Rhea, can you do us a favor? Can you go to the YouTube and find a song by Ray Nitty called Bow, B-O-W? You got it. Is it clean? I think it is clean. So Ray Nitty is a hip-hop artist and of our generation and has recorded a number of songs and has done collaborations with some of the most well-known people in the industry of hip-hop. And this is one of his songs he is most well-known for. And I can't vote for him because I don't live in the district. But do you have it, Rhea? I want to hear a little bit.
There's an ad.
Okay. Rhea said it's an ad playing. How many views does it have? I can look it up. I got YouTube in here. I'm voting. I can't say I'm voting for Ray Nitty. If you live in the 4th District, vote for Ray Nitty. Let me see.
Hey, 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 hey. Now move your body, girl. Hey, 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 hey. I like her. I want a wife her. I want to take her home and pull it all night. Her body like bow, 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 bow. Now move your body, girl. She move.
I would totally vote for him.
She really can do it. Her body like
because her body is like bow. He's running for alderman. All right, that's enough before he starts cussing. All right, that's Ray Nitty. He's running against Bob Bauman, who, when I saw Bob Bauman like 2 weeks ago, introduced himself to me like he didn't know who I was. And then I saw him later that night at Moe's. Whatever. Let's see what else we got here. In District 6, Alderwoman Malele Coggs was facing a challenge from Brandon Payton, who was recommended for ballot placement. Coggs was listed as not yet having filed a statement of economic interest. Did you know that, well, I guess it's not a private thing, right? That Malele Coggs is, I got to get it right, Sherwin, is Tory Lowe's sister-in-law. Did y'all know that? Or maybe y'all don't care. Maybe you did know. In District 8, Alderwoman Jocasta Zamaripa and challenger Ryan Antzak had both been recommended for ballot placement. Jocasta needs an opponent. She'll probably win, but she needs one. In District 15, Alderman Russell Stamper II was also recommended for ballot placement along with Aisha Griffin. Aisha Griffin is running for 2 common council seats and county executive. To the best of my knowledge, David Crowley only has one opponent, which is Aisha Griffin. Aisha Griffin has filed to run for aldermanic seats 3, 15, and in addition, Milwaukee County Executive. She's not going to win any of them. She's not going to get close. But I think I should interview her. Even though she sued me in federal court. I don't hold a grudge. Hopefully she apologizes. Hey, can any of you, because I think I have her blocked on Facebook, because come on, why wouldn't I have somebody blocked to try to sue me in federal court? Can somebody reach out to Aisha Griffin and see if she wants to come on the show? If she can get here by noon, I'd interview her today. What, Rhea?
Haven't you sued people?
No.
Oh.
No, I haven't. Let me think. Unless I have been majorly aggrieved, suing somebody is a B-word move. That's like what kids do, like when you can't fight. Like, I'm going to sue you. Get a lawyer and sue. Shut up. I'm going to sue you. That's just unless I was like majorly discriminated against, or like if I got killed by a cop. If a cop killed me, I would sue the police. I would sue them from beyond the grave. But unless, like, I've never had a situation, like a car accident maybe, where you sue somebody's insurance company, I guess. But no, I haven't taken somebody to court because the Republican Party tried to sue me in 2006 because they didn't like a decision that I made when I was on the state elections board. That suit didn't go anywhere. And I had some very choice words for the Wisconsin Republican Party that tried to sue me, and it was very profane. They didn't like it. All right, let's see what else we got here. In District 9, oh, hey, remember when John Wallace called in, the 87-year-old guy, and he called us when he was out knocking on doors and getting signatures? Were you here that day, Rhea? John Wallace, if you're listening, can you call us? John Wallace is 87 years old, still goes to work every day. He walks to work every single day. And he quoted his father and said, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. So at 87 years old, he decided that he was going to run for the 9th Aldermanic District. Come to find out that instead of submitting his original nomination papers, where people have to sign, he submitted photocopies and he didn't get on the ballot. I wanted him to get on the ballot because at 87 years old, he is older than Joe Biden. And I think that people that are a little more seasoned and mature can make excellent elected officials. But unfortunately, he did not get on the ballot. Oh, here we go. It says right here in the article. In Aldermanic District 9, Larissa Taylor was recommended for ballot placement, while John C. Wallace, who had sought to challenge her, was found to not have submitted originals of his nomination papers, rendering them insufficient. That's unfortunate because he was out there getting the signatures and then he submitted copies and not originals. I wish they'd give him a break. I wish that he would file an appeal. Council members who got on the ballot and are not facing challengers are Andrea Pratt, Aldermanic District 1, the daughter of Marvin Pratt, Mark Chambers Jr. of District 2, Jose Perez of District 12, Scott Spiker of District 13, and Marina Dmitrievich of District 14. Milwaukee Deputy Comptroller Bill Christensen and former Milwaukee Firefighters Union President and retired University of Wisconsin System Regent Gregory Gratz, I think is his last name, was recommended for ballot placement in the race to be the city's next chief financial officer. Whoever wins will replace Comptroller H. Asawa, who decided not to seek a second term. So we were supporting Jason Fields in the year 2020 when he was running for Comptroller. 80,000 people voted in the Comptroller's race. Jason Fields lost by less than 1,000 votes. Incumbent city treasurer Spencer Coggs had filed sufficient nomination papers but was not listed as of 6 p.m., having filed the needed statement of economic interest. All right. So I said all that to say this. Of the people that are challenged, and we won't know until Friday if people are going to submit all the necessary documentation, statements of economic interest, and apparently you can still collect signatures and turn everything in until the end of the week at 4:30. I will update you in the event that the aforementioned list that I just read today changes. We very well may have additional candidates. Sherwin Hughes might be on the ballot. I don't know yet. I might go get 200 signatures this afternoon just to do something. But what I don't see, and this is my personal opinion, you guys may see things differently. In the names that I read of the incumbents and the challengers, you might see the visionary leaders that the city of Milwaukee needs to lead us into the next epoch of this city's success. Maybe you like a lot of the people that are currently representing different pieces of this city. I personally, and I got a different standard for leadership, I don't see visionary leaders challenging some of these incumbents. But here's the thing, like, nobody wants to be an elected official anymore. You know how difficult it is to represent people that are never happy? Voters are never satisfied. And non-voters are even worse. They have the most complaints and do nothing about it. They certainly aren't going to run for office, let alone vote. They're not going to contribute to a political campaign. They're not going to volunteer in a political campaign. But you hear from them constantly about how broken the system is and how it always fails them. But we are incredibly difficult to represent. If I was to take the duration of this show, not just for today, but for the rest of the week, to ask you all as residents and as citizens what you want, the things that y'all would want from your government are so astronomically ridiculous, it's not even worth asking the question. Not enough people even know how government works and how it delivers resources and opportunities to people. And so we just ask for stuff that we see missing in our own personal and private lives. Government is not here for that. And when government cannot make us better people, better parents, when it cannot immediately put more money in our pocket, when it can't immediately get you a better job and more benefits, then we think the government is a failure. I don't think enough people actually know how it works. I'm going to take a break, come back, read some text messages, and then I'm going to talk about diet and nutrition. I don't know if black people know how to eat right. Who is teaching us how to eat? Rhea, what did you eat for dinner? No, I don't want to know. After you got off work at the plant, you had some pork and beans, some ham hocks. Do you eat soul food, Rhea? I don't eat soul food anymore. Very rarely. It's not good for you. Rhea, do you know how to cook? You do. You know how to make a chicken? Why you look confused?
What do you mean?
I thought that was a pretty straightforward question.
How are we cooking the chicken?
I don't know. How do you cook a chicken?
Whole chicken?
The neck. I don't know. Chicken? The face. Whatever part of the chicken you eat. A thigh. How do you cook? Do you know how to cook a chicken?
I can cook chicken meals depending on what chicken you're asking for.
If I gave you a chicken and said, here, cook it, would you give it back to me?
Yes.
Because you wouldn't know how to cook a chicken.
It's just I don't know. I'm one person. I only cook one person meals. I don't eat a whole chicken for anything.
You don't eat it all at once. You put it in the oven for 350. You season it. You just, no. Okay. Well, herein lies the problem. We're going to talk about nutrition and going to give Rhea some recipes. I want to know, will anybody call in and tell me what she ate yesterday? I want to know what she ate. What do you people eat? Do you eat the fast food? Do you go to the grocery store and prepare your own meals? Do you use a cookbook? Do you use family recipes? I am curious as to what you guys eat because I don't think that we're eating very well. I also want to dispel some myths about diet and nutrition. Breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. You can skip breakfast and actually it can improve your health. Don't worry, we're going to talk about all of the things We're listening to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 101.7 FM. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
The Truth with Sherwin Hughes returns after this on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's Dr. Ken Harris, and you can watch me now live on YouTube every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m., and you can watch the best radio show in Wisconsin by going to 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Watch me explore the issues which are shaping our community while also having fun discussions, pop culture, current events, all kind of stuff going on right here on YouTube right now by subscribing to 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
Are you an older adult or an adult with disability who makes too much for Medicaid benefits? Well, good news. You may qualify for $7,200 to help pay for short-term or continuous in-home services through the new Milwaukee County Independent Living Supports pilot program. If you qualify, it can help pay for things like specialized medical equipment, home modifications, personal care, and other services that improve your quality of life. Do yourself a favor and don't leave this opportunity on the table. You deserve to live life to the fullest. Find out if you qualify right away by visiting county.milwaukee.gov/ILSP. Again, that's county.milwaukee.gov/ILSP. Or call 414-289-6874. Again, that's 414-289-6874. Milwaukee County Independent Living Supports Pilot Program. Live your life to the fullest.
Hey Truth fans, it's Dee Kemp, Vice President of Programs for Axe Housing. I am so excited to give you some information about how we can help you and your family reach the dream of owning your own home. At Axe Housing, we know you may be struggling to buy your own home due to financial strain, or maybe you don't even know how to get started on the path to home ownership. This is where Axe Housing can help. We will provide you with your own home buying coaching team who will help you with the entire home buying process from start to finish. That includes the home search, the loan process, and the big closing day on your dream home. Why rent when you can own? Here at Axe Housing, we help prepare families for successful home ownership. Stop paying rent and start building wealth. Reach out to our Axe Housing team today because we believe in you and we know home ownership can be within your reach. Visit us today at axehousing.org to get started. That's ACTShousing.org.
Whether you're an artist playing accountant, a barista trying to be a bean counter, or a student just looking to get started, the UW Credit Union app lets you be free to be you. With free credit scores, free online bill pay, and the ability to send money to friends. Because with fewer fees, you can do more of what you love. UW Credit Union, here for every you. Join today at uwcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
More of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What is this here? Go easy with the B word. You don't want to upset the prurient among us now, do we? No, Aisha Griffin had it on a ballot. So if you were a voter and went to go vote in 2020, it must have been 2020, you saw, I'm not going to say it, not the white man's B word was listed as the name of her committee. And I think her name may have been in parentheses, but she actually fought to have that on the ballot, and they printed it on the ballot. And B word shouldn't even be a bad word. I think we assign context to certain words that makes them bad, but B word is a very useful word, actually. Millicent says, show me a white man that's 20 years old that's not racist. I think there's probably some. Do you think that all white people are racist? I think a lot of black people are racist. We don't like a lot of people. What else we got? Reginald says, yes, we're having the nutrition discussion today. How about those deep fried cornflakes and grits? I didn't know that cornflakes were fried. Cornflakes are disgusting. Cornflakes is a cereal you got to put sugar on. Anything you got to put sugar on is not good. Reginald says this city is becoming a hollowed out colony. Say it ain't so. Who wants to move? Think about this for a second. Other than gentrifiers, if people want to move to Milwaukee, they want to move downtown. They want to get a condo or they want to get an apartment. Who is relocating from New York, LA, Chicago, North Dakota, South Dakota, either one of the Virginias, either one of the Carolinas, to live on the near north side or the near south side of Milwaukee? Nobody. If anything, people that live in those neighborhoods, they want to leave and go somewhere else. All right, let's talk to... Hello, Rocco. How are you?
Hello, Sherwin. Do you know, before you switch subjects on a dime about what you eat, do you know how many people are in the district that you were going to run? White people, the percentage versus black people. Was it 80, 30. 20, 80, 20?
Like 30% white.
Okay, now this is going to be hard to say, but I'm going to say it. You don't have no white women calling. I don't think you could win. We just, if it's 30% white.
Bob, do you not understand the math that 70% of the residents in the district are black and 30% are white? And you're saying because I don't have any white women calling this show, I couldn't win in a district that is 70% black?
Well, 70% black, huh? Well, you are a talk show host.
Meaning that the black people could vote at half the rate of the 30% of the white people, and I still would get a majority of the black votes. And what do white women call on the show? White women do call this show. One has called before.
One.
More than one. Rhea says two. There's a lady who's in Oak Creek. She calls. There's another lady who's one of those lefty liberal progressives that probably has blue hair. She called. Frances is her name. Frances is a white lady. No, not Frances, Rhea.
Emily.
Well, then that's the third one. Don't make me have to do a cattle call for white ladies. Mount up. If you're a white lady, call my show. Just call and say hello. We ain't got to talk. You don't have to have a question or a comment. Just white ladies call. 833-212-1017. 833-212-1017. White ladies only. Rhea, can we give them like a T-shirt or something? We can't give them a T-shirt. How about Bob takes them on a date?
Yeah.
Oh! Leave me out of it. Listen.
Whatever,
Jesse
Bob.
Jackson.
You love a slice of that angel food cake.
No, listen. For some reason, it's been a lot of white people that have not had no other person running against them. They got that money and that salary easily. And it's a few blacks that's now doing that, it seems like. Because, I started voting with Obama after which is a shame of myself. I should have been voting
Bob,
early.
the first time you voted was for Obama?
Yeah, I told you that. I was ashamed of myself. I didn't think of it. I just was working and, raising the kids, And, the only one that I feel has any, really degrees in running and being something that's a real leader is Barack Obama. I mean, Jesse Jackson ran, Al Sharpton ran. I mean, the way they talk and the way you talk, the white people probably wouldn't vote for you. That's what I think. I don't know. That's what I think.
I would get so many white votes. I would get all the white votes. The whites love me. I mean, what do they have to lose? I'd get all the white votes.
At the end, I just want to say this.
Okay.
Tell Kerry Usher got a cutout. I like that cut. He keep getting mentioned to Kerry that Usher got a cutout. Yeah, I like that cut. I should talk to you later.
Wait, what? A cutout? What are you talking about?
It's a jam, a cut, I mean.
A cut. What does that have to do with Carrie?
She likes Usher. So tell her he got a cutout. You know, I mean, you know, I heard
Usher has a song out and Carrie likes Usher.
Yeah,
Bob, you need to lay
I
down.
heard.
You need to take it. Did you get a lot of sleep last night? I don't think you got enough sleep. Why don't you go lay down?
No, I just that's what my last point was. You know, I don't want to go into anything else because, you know, I go off and I have to tell you what I ate and all like this.
Oh, yeah, I am curious as to what you ate. Do you eat healthy, Bob?
Oh, boy. I had yesterday, it was ridiculous. I had a double hamburger with a cheese and some fries. I don't have hamburgers, you know.
So
I
you had a
normally
cheeseburger.
I normally fix tacos. I love me some tacos.
That's unhealthy
you know
as well.
Tacos?
Yes, but
Yeah,
what do you put on the tacos? What kind of meat do you use?
Seasoning, taco seasoning, and taco sauce.
Probably very high in sodium.
Oh my goodness!
You're proving my point. You don't eat healthy.
Okay. You remember to tell Carrie that Usher got a cutout, you know, if you don't mind. I jammed on that cut. I like that cut.
I'm sure.
Right,
I'm sure Carrie knows. Okay, thank you, Bob. We're wasting everybody's time.
A white woman named Cindy called in for all white women, and then she said she'd pass on Bob.
Oh, so see, we got a white lady. Because where there's one white lady that calls in, there are 10,000 others that are listening that are just too shy. So there you go. Trying to say that I don't have any white women to call this show. There's many white women.
Is there like a bird call we give them?
I was going to do something real racist. No, that's all I needed. Any other white ladies, if you'd like to call in. We hear from the black ladies all the time. We hear from black men. What about an Asian? Do I have any Asians? I love the Asians. What do they have to lose? I probably don't have a lot of Asians. I bet demographically, this show actually has a surprising number of Caucasian men that listen. It's shocking. Hold on. Don't even do that, Rhea. Hold on. Hello? What's going on? Oh, they got scared. That was probably that might have been my Asian. That might have been. They said, oh, no. Because you know how Asians talk. Should I do the impression? I do a very good Asian impression.
Please don't.
Why? Hello. I'm from Asia. I love the Sherwin Hughes show. I listen to it all the time. I watch him on the YouTube. He's very animated. That's what the Asians sound like. They sound just like that. In fact, I shouldn't say this. Okay, I have a favorite Chinese restaurant. And sometimes, because I want them to be able to understand me clearly. So I sometimes order my food in the accent in which they answer the phone. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes, what? Hold on.
No.
Sometimes they answer, hi, number one Chinese, may I help you? And then other times they're, hello, number one Chinese, may I help you? Here, I got it right here. Hello, The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. What's your question or comment?
I'm just your token white woman calling in to let you know that you have some of us in your audience. That's all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, then. Prove my damn point. What more do you need from me? Now let's get us a gay. Since we're on a roll. We got gays now. Yeah, we have a variety of gays. No, we have them. What other box do we need to check? I want to show y'all what diversity sounds like.
We have an African.
Yes, we do. And it is sometimes very difficult to understand him. He's really intelligent. It's just his accent is hard to decipher. He used to call frequently. I may have upset him, though. And you know how the Africans sound. You don't know how they sound? No, I shouldn't do it. We know the Asians. What about the gays? How do they sound? I'm trying to get canceled. I might have to run for office. That might be the only job I'm qualified for. All right, let me take a break. And I'm going to read. I got to talk about nutrition because I don't think you guys eat very healthy. And I'll tell you what I made for dinner last night. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 101.7 FM. We'll be right back.
Don't touch that dial. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com. This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
And what are some of the ways that you're inspiring people? Because, one of the biggest opportunities, in particular in the African American community, is access, exposure, and awareness.
For Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, we've been here 76 years.
Wow.
And our mantra is saving the lives you love. So if someone you love needs a blood transfusion and they're in any hospital in Southeast Wisconsin here, that blood's coming from us. And so we're trying to make sure that we're communicating that because I think folks maybe don't understand that blood can't be manufactured. And summers are always tough because schools are out and we collect about 20 to 25% of our blood from schools. Mm-hmm. So it's always a day-to-day struggle. We say that the blood that's on the shelves is the blood that saves lives. And a lot of times people are compelled to donate when something bad happens. And our mission and our job is to educate folks so that we can get ahead of the curve and keep 3 days of inventory on the shelves. Mm-hmm. So we're in a decent spot right now, but we're on the streets every day trying to inspire people to join our mission. One of our big projects that we're proud of is Versity on King, which is part of the Thrive On collaboration in the Gimbel Schuster building on Martin Luther King Drive. And next year, we're going to open a destination center there. It'll be a blood donation center, but it'll be more than that because we've realized that we can't be transactional with our relationships in the Black community. We need to do things that are intentional and that show that we're there to stay. But the reason that we're there is because not enough people that look like us donate. And so for disorders like sickle cell disease that disproportionately affect us, the race can matter. But I like to say that, Black folks have a superpower in their blood. 44% of Black blood donors will have this rare trait that makes their blood more likely to be able to be a match for a sickle cell patient. And that 44% that is way higher than what we would find in other races.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their community uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as one business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a community uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
You are listening to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Welcome back. Dr. Ken sent me a picture of whatever it is that he's eating. It looks very delicious, actually. Dr. Ken, what is that? He's got some fresh fruit, it looks like. And is that like an egg, something with like some cheese and some ham in it? It looks good.
He's vibing right now.
And he's been very participatory in the show today.
Yesterday, he sent me a picture of him smoking a cigar.
Dr. Ken smokes cigars?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I'm not shocked. Yeah, whatever this is, Dr. Ken, it looks good. It looks like he's at a restaurant. I don't know where the hell he's at. All right, good for you, Dr. Ken. Look like you eat healthy. but he's relatively fit. To be, how old is Dr. Ken? Like 90? He ain't no spring chicken. What? He ain't young. He looks good to be a World War II veteran. No, Dr. Ken actually, if people saw me and him next to each other, they would probably think I was older. That's fine. I don't mind. But no, Dr. Ken, actually, if you ever sit down with Dr. Ken, he's a fascinating man. He will tell you what it was like to be enslaved. Oh, yeah, it was rough. It was very hot out. Very hot. Had to pick a lot of cotton. He's got calluses. See that? That's from cotton. And these calluses right here are from beating people with my police baton. I used to beat them. Hold on a second, everybody. I got to read these text messages. I'm all over the place today. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Please bear with me. Gerardo says you can go to the 3rd Street Market Hall and get the 200 signatures. Just say what time, and we, the listeners, will be there with pen in hand. So if I was to get nomination signatures to run for the 10th Aldermanic District, those signatures have to come from people that live in the district. So you can't live elsewhere in Milwaukee or anywhere in Milwaukee and sign nomination papers for someone who was running for a particular district. Okay. Nicole Johnson says, do it, Sherwin, run for office, then you can run for mayor and you will win and repair the damage Cavalier is going to do during his tenure. Repair the damage Cavalier is going to make during his tenure. I would have a much different relationship with Republicans in the state legislature. Let's just put it that way. Denise Jones says, oh, yeah, we got to talk about what you guys ate. Denise Jones said, I ate leftovers, standing rib roast, garlic mashed potatoes, asparagus, black-eyed peas, all made from scratch. Yummy. JD the Poet says, our official poet laureate, hell no, Sherwin, your Asian accent was horrible. It sounded British. You think I'm stupid enough to imitate a stereotypical Asian? I can't get in trouble if I imitate an Asian sounding British, but if I imitate an Asian sounding Asian, I'm going to get canceled. Y'all trying to get me caught up. Al says, listen, too much of anything healthy or not isn't good for you. Eat in moderation and drink water and you'll be fine. You guys know something about water? So now they're saying, oh, stay hydrated, stay hydrated. You got to drink water. You got to drink water all the time. Carry a water bottle, drink water, drink water, drink water. So the way human beings evolved, we did not evolve to drink water all the time. Our ancestors who we evolved from, water was scarce. Here's what you're supposed to do. So throw away all that nonsense. Oh, you got to drink water all the time. You are diluting your electrolytes, okay? You also are diluting the hydrochloric acid in your stomach, making the nutrients in the food that you eat, they're not going to get absorbed because you're diluting the stomach acid where the nutrients go into your small intestines and then they fuel your body. But if you drink too much water, you are not breaking down your food properly. Here's what you do. Drink when you're thirsty. That's it. Don't drink water when you're not thirsty. And also, don't eat when you're not hungry. We also have this misconception, oh, if you eat a bunch of small meals, then no. Eat when you're hungry. And you don't need breakfast. We are what we eat. Ultra-processed foods and mental health. Ultra-processed foods are a dietary staple, but research shows these items can lead to cognitive decline. A diet high in ultra-processed foods may exacerbate certain mental health symptoms. We should consider incorporating nutrition into wellness plans for a more comprehensive approach. I'm going to pause on that. Let me do some myths. Commonly held myths about diet. The top 20 biggest nutrition myths. Scrolling through social media, reading your favorite magazine, or visiting popular websites. exposes you to endless information about nutrition and health, most of which is incorrect. Even qualified health professionals, including doctors and dietitians, are to blame for spreading misinformation about nutrition to the public, adding to the confusion. I've got 20 of the biggest myths related to nutrition and why these antiquated beliefs need to be put to rest. Number one, calories in, calories out is all that matters when it comes to weight loss. Though creating a calorie deficit by burning more energy than you take in is the most important factor when it comes to losing weight, it's not the only thing that matters. Relying solely on calorie intake does not account for the large number of variables that may prevent someone from losing weight, even on a very low-calorie diet. Have y'all ever tried like starving yourself and you still don't lose any weight? There's certainly other factors that are involved. For example, hormone imbalances, health conditions like hypothyroidism, metabolic adaptations, the use of certain medications, and genetics are just some of the factors that may make weight loss harder for some people, even when they're on a strict diet. This concept also fails to emphasize the importance of sustainability and diet quality for weight loss. Those following the calories in, calories out method typically concentrate solely on the calorie value of food, not their nutritional value. This can lead to choosing low-calorie, nutrient-poor foods like rice cakes and egg whites over higher-calorie, nutrient-dense foods like avocados and whole eggs, which isn't the best for overall health. I'm going to take a break, come back, talk about nutrition, and not eating a proper diet can lead to not just cognitive decline, but poor health outcomes for our entire community. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back.
The Truth with Sherwin Hughes returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey Truth Nation, it's your girl Melanie Ricks from Nothing But The Truth, and I am so happy to let you know the best radio show in Milwaukee is now streaming live on YouTube every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. Yes, your daily power hour of nonstop entertainment is coming at you live on YouTube every weekday. So Truth Nation, make sure you don't miss Benjamin and I give our hot takes or our Freaky Friday story by watching us live on YouTube and subscribing to 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because our home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
No young person should ever have to worry about having a safe place to sleep at night, or a warm meal to eat, or whether anyone cares about them.
But the reality is, 1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
But the good news is there's an organization making a big difference. Covenant House.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis and giving them the support and the tools they need to succeed in life.
I have no words to express how Covenant House changed my life. They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding.
When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, and love, most of all love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges, and their lives are transformed.
Covenant House is changing the lives of young people in cities across America.
To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today. Thank you for caring.
This is 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris, and I am Milwaukee. Truth in the Afternoon is a platform where you and I can share our love, our lives, and our journey together. That is why, as a fan, your perspective is key. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the new 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by Gruber Law Offices, Milwaukee Black Talk.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
"1017 The Truth," Sherwin Hughes for Axe Housing. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. In fact, if you work with an Axe Housing coach, you'll average about $800 a month. An Axe Housing coach will put together a plan for you, even help you get more money for down payment assistance. So here's what you do. Go to axhousing.org, that is ACTShousing.org, and get started on a virtual home buying orientation. And you should not let where you are financially today get in the way of your bright future becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help. That's axhousing.org. Very hard to do that read over Sting singing Roxanne. The song is about a prostitute, by the way. She walks the streets for money. She doesn't care if it's wrong or if it's right. She doesn't have to put that red dress on tonight because that's the dress that she hoes in. What? Sure, she has other dresses. She makes the most money when she wears the red one. Another myth about nutrition: high-fat foods are unhealthy. Though this antiquated and incorrect theory is slowly being put to rest, many people still fear that high-fat foods and follow low-fat diets in hopes that cutting their fat intake will benefit their overall health. Dietary fat is essential for optimal health. Plus, low-fat diets have been linked to greater risk of health issues, including metabolic syndrome, and may lead to an increase in insulin resistance and triglyceride levels, which are known risk factors for heart disease. What's more, diets that are high in fat have proven just as effective or even more so than low-fat diets when it comes to encouraging weight loss. So I have been on first it was strict vegan, then vegetarian, and now I've incorporated eggs back into my diet. On occasion, I'll have some animal protein. So I went to the Bucks game on Monday, and they have a spread in the BMO Club at the Bucks game. I got it in. I had some prime rib. I had this chicken thighs marinated in mole sauce. Good God. I had some Mexican corn, and I had some rice, and it was delicious. But I don't eat like that all the time, you see. What, Rhea?
Why would you want to eat that at a basketball game?
Because the food is delicious. It's delicious. Have you not eaten in the BMO Club? Have you not seen? No, you probably haven't.
No, we don't get nice things often.
It's like gourmet. Like the people serve food wearing chef's hats. Like the dude that cuts the prime rib is a chef. He's black. He's a black chef.
But why would you want that at an event like a sports event?
What am I eating? A bag of Doritos and damn hot dogs? I'm not I shouldn't say it. The food there is top notch. It's restaurant quality food. It's very good.
All right.
So what am I supposed to eat at a basketball game?
A burger and like popcorn.
No, I don't eat
like
that mess.
beer.
I eat that's no. They have actual prepared delicious food. They have salads and they've got other appetizers. They have a whole dessert bar too. I don't really do desserts that often. Rarely. If I want something sweet, I want something sweet. But I'm not the kind of person that needs something sweet every single day.
You ate those cookies and then we both got sick.
Please don't blame the cookies. Those were delicious cookies. When I'm in the mood, I'll have something sweet, but I'm not that much of a sweets eater. Number 3, another myth to dispel. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. While it was once thought that eating breakfast was one of the most important factors in setting yourself up for a healthy day, research has shown this might not be the case for most adults. For instance, research indicates that foregoing breakfast may reduce calorie intake. Moreover, partaking in intermittent fasting, during which breakfast is either skipped or consumed later in the day, has been linked to a plethora of benefits, including improved blood sugar control and reductions in inflammatory markers. And here's the thing about intermittent fasting. It's literally skipping breakfast. You have your last meal. Let's say you have dinner at a normal time. You have dinner at 6 o'clock. Let that be your last meal of the day. Skip breakfast and then have lunch. So here's the thing about when you eat food. When you eat food, your insulin levels will rise to counteract the sugars or the carbohydrates being broken down into sugar. When your insulin levels rise, and certain foods will rise your insulin levels obviously more than others, but keep this in mind. When you eat and your insulin levels rise and insulin is produced in your pancreas, you're not losing weight. Only when your insulin levels are low can your body even begin to burn stored fat. That's called ketosis. Your body is using ketones, but when you eat, and that's the other thing about planning when you eat, especially if you exercise. If you eat and then exercise, all you're doing is burning off the calories that you ate. Now, if you want to keep an equilibrium of your weight, that's ideal. But if you want to lose weight and burn fat that your body has stored, eat long after your workout. In fact, if you can do fasting cardio, that is absolutely the best if you want to lose weight. Maintaining your weight, you have a little bit more flexibility, but if you want to lose weight, do cardiovascular exercise for at least 30 minutes, 5 days a week. I know that's ambitious, but that's something for you to shoot for. But keep in mind, when your insulin levels are high, you are absolutely not losing weight. Eating breakfast is not necessarily for everyone. Health benefits are associated with both eating breakfast and skipping it, so it is not the most important meal of the day. On the other hand, some evidence shows that eating breakfast and consuming more calories earlier in the day than at night, coupled with reduced meal frequency, may benefit health by reducing inflammation and body weight. So when they did this survey of people that were centenarians, so people that lived to be 100 or more, here's what they found. They ate less. It was almost universal. And people that lived to be 100 years old, they ate less. There's correlations between the more you, even if you're eating 3 meals a day, that potentially is too much. So eating 3 meals a day for most human beings is actually more calories than we need to consume. Let me read some of these text messages and see what we got here. Let me see. Angela says, I don't remember where I read this. When diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. When diet is correct, medicine is of no need. Absolutely. Some old Greek philosopher said, let the food be thine medicine. That is probably some of the soundest advice. Eddie wants to know what he can get at the BMW dealership with a 390 credit score, and I said, escort it out. Al says, but picking up paper is a sin, unfortunately. There are already white people moving in 53206, and they said they love their neighborhood while they walk their husky. FYI, they was picking up paper. And then Al said, how do I edit this to make this suitable for radio? Probably a good thing Al didn't call and say this. Some people eat kitty cat, and some of that ain't healthy either. What's organic about that? What is organic? It's not genetically modified. Sonny B talking about Bob eating a double hamburger with cheese. Al goes on to say, well, if people clean their damn neighborhood and stop living like animals, it'll be a great place to live. Kelvin says, The origins of breakfast are thought to date back to the ancient world when people would break their fast, which is the term breakfast, break fast, with a simple meal before starting their day. The first known reference to breakfast in English dates back to the 15th century when it was mentioned in a work by author Thomas Nash. LT says, at least National Geographic listed Milwaukee as one of the top 5 cities in the United States to visit. Didn't know that. I don't know if I would consider Milwaukee. There's so many other destinations. You got to go to Washington, D.C., New York, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Austin, Texas would be 5 cities that are way more worth visiting than Milwaukee. All right, let's see what they're saying on the YouTube here. Curly Q says, good morning, Truth Nation. Happy New Year. I hope it's not too late to say it. Yeah, it's getting, like, this is the last week you should say Happy New Year. It's really just that day after you get back to work. Rhea, you want to be able to say Happy New Year until March?
No, you can say it for like the first week.
Well, we're getting toward the end of the first week. Unless you haven't seen somebody in a while. But other than that, no. Did I say Happy New Year to you? I did. Okay.
Well, yes, you did. You did.
Creation says, 1 big meal per day, preferably breakfast, might be your last meal of the day, might get trapped, stuck somewhere. It would suck. Having no energy. At night, your metabolism slows down. So there's a lot of variation with that, and people's metabolisms, they vary. Because, you got some people that are stick skinny. Eat 3 double cheeseburgers, eat a Whopper, eat a whole piece of pie, some cake, French fries, French toast, bacon, eggs, and don't gain any weight. The myth is eating a bunch of small meals speeds up your metabolism. Not necessarily. If you already have a revved up metabolism, and here's the other thing, if you burn a lot of energy, if you have an active lifestyle, then it would make sense to constantly fuel your muscles with glycogen because that is what they use for fuel. But if you live a sedentary lifestyle, it does not matter if you eat small meals or big meals. Chances are you are not building lean muscle and increasing your metabolism the natural way, because when you build lean muscle, your body burns calories even when you are at rest, including when you're sleeping. So weight training has got to be a part of any workout regimen. But the unfortunate thing is this. Doctors don't even receive a lot of training when it comes to diet. And very few people go see a dietitian unless it is recommended by a doctor, unless you were just diagnosed with something that can be like an illness that can be treated with better diet. Most people don't see a dietitian. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back.
Coming with straight truth.
I'm not saying cut the person off and don't give them any money at all. I'm saying it has to be earned. This just dropping loot and giving it to people is weird to me, because that's why in many cases we're in the predicament we are. That's why usually 5 years after people get money from a death in the family, they're broke. And all I can say, there's a reason for that.
Listen to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
We weren't sure adoption would happen for us, but when it did, it happened threefold.
Mary and her husband first met their 3 children when they became their foster parents. Little did they know that their house would become the siblings' forever home.
We had to help them adjust to the idea that they wouldn't have to leave. Children in foster care have lived and survived so much. We had to help them process their trauma. And now to hear our children say that they know they have a mother and father who take care of us, teach us, and love us means everything.
The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is committed to finding safe, permanent homes for the longest waiting children in foster care.
I not only love these kids, I am just so proud of them.
You can help. Visit davethomasfoundation.org.
Severe flooding from recent hurricanes and other storms has left hundreds of thousands of cars, trucks, and other vehicles unsafe to drive. Flooded vehicles are supposed to be dismantled for usable parts or crushed for scrap, and a flood title should be issued to that car. But some shady dealers will buy a flooded vehicle, clean it up, and get it retitled with no indication it was flooded. Or uninsured cars will be cleaned up by the owner and sold online, also with no warning to the buyer. If the price is too good to be true, it probably is. Make sure to check for flood damage and have a qualified mechanic inspect the vehicle before you write a check. The free VIN check service from the National Insurance Crime Bureau is a good place to start. Head over to nicb.org to check it out.
To report fraud, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB. This is a public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
Milwaukee's Black Talk lives here. You are listening to 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome to Hour 3 of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. Let's start with a comment by Chauncey, which there's some truth to this, Chauncey, but there's also some myth. Chauncey says, contrary to your synopsis on skipping breakfast, Sherwin, please be advised that when you skip breakfast, especially if there's a 12-hour or more period since your weight meal the night, there should be maybe last meal the night before, you risk your metabolic rate becoming sluggish. Incorrect. Your body goes into ketosis, and your body is always going to find fuel. Your body is going to use stored fat for fuel. You do not need to eat breakfast. What you're going to do when you eat breakfast is you potentially can maintain your body weight. But if you want to lose weight, and here's the thing, 70% of the people that are listening to this program right now either need to lose weight or they want to. Breakfast is not necessary. So I'm getting into the next part of the conversation, which is intermittent fasting. You want to keep your insulin levels as low as you can for as much of the day as you possibly can, because then it is more likely that you potentially can shed pounds, even with minimal exercise. The other thing about this particular job, because I used to eat a very big breakfast every single morning. Doing 3 hours of talk radio, where I have minimal time in the 3 hours, let's say, to use the bathroom, not eating breakfast can be a problem. The other thing is having indigestion, because it depends on what you eat and how your body reacts to what you eat. Being on air for 3 hours and having indigestion is some miserably uncomfortable situations. So it's easier for me to not eat breakfast. Another thing is I drink coffee. Caffeine is a major appetite suppressant, big time. Now, there are some mornings where I wake up a little hungry, have me a little water, make my coffee, and the hunger quickly subsides, and then I just have lunch. All right, let's talk about intermittent fasting here. When you don't eat for a while, several things happen to your body. For example, your body changes hormone levels to make stored body fat more accessible and starts important cellular repair processes. Here's some of the changes that may happen to your body as a result of intermittent fasting. So this goes contrary to breakfast being the most important meal of the day. But here's the thing. You can do intermittent fasting and still eat breakfast, but it is dramatically more difficult. There's a couple of different intermittent fasting programs. The one that makes the most sense for me is the 16-8. You go 16 hours without eating, which is basically your last meal at dinner time. You skip breakfast and you have lunch. And then you get all of your calories throughout the next 8 hours. For me, it's 6 hours. So I'll have lunch at noon, probably a moderate snack right around 3 o'clock. I'll have some fresh fruit. I'll have an apple. I'll have some unsalted almonds or some peanuts, something light, and then I'll have a reasonable dinner. Here are some of the changes that may happen in your body as a result of intermittent fasting. Insulin level. Your blood level of insulin drops significantly, which promotes fat burning. And the issue with diabetes is your body will produce too much insulin. And if your body produces too much insulin, that leads to a whole host of problems. A lot of you either have diabetes or you know someone that does. It's not necessarily how we eat, but being overweight is certainly a risk factor. Being black is a risk factor. And there's a genetic component to it as well. So help your body as best you can by keeping your insulin levels as low as you can, as often as you can. Human growth hormone level. Your blood human growth hormone level may increase dramatically. Higher levels of this hormone promote fat burning and muscle gain to have numerous benefits. So this is another benefit to intermittent fasting. Cellular repair. Your body starts important cellular repair processes, such as removing waste material from cells, another benefit to intermittent fasting. What else we got here? Gene expression. Beneficial changes can occur in several genes and molecules related to longevity and protection against disease. And like I mentioned earlier, the people that live to be 100 years old or older have this thing in common. They eat less food. Many of the benefits of intermittent fasting are related to these changes in hormones, cellular function, and gene expression. Rhea, do you intermittent fast? Well, you don't eat breakfast, do you? You know, how many times a day do you eat, Rhea? Well, I'm curious.
Like one, depending. Maybe
You only eat one time a day.
Yeah.
That's all?
Depends. I don't know.
All right. Want to know what I had for dinner last night?
Yes.
All right. I roasted a cauliflower. I chopped it up, and then I put olive oil on it, and then I sprinkle it with this truffle Parmesan, and I bake it at 400 degrees for 30 minutes, and it gets a nice crisp on it, okay? Then I take a low-carb flour tortilla. I put hummus on the flour tortilla. I caramelized some onions. I added a little arugula and some, what's the other lettuce? The other good lettuce.
Kale, spinach.
No, not kale. What's the other one? Damn it, what's the name of the lettuce? Don't make me Google this. What's the romaine lettuce? That's the one. And I put it all in the flour tortilla. So I got the Parmesan truffle crusted oven roasted cauliflower, the hummus that I made with my food processor, caramelized onions, romaine lettuce, and a couple of slices of tomato. I also made a Greek pasta salad where I had bow tie pasta, Kalamata olives, tomatoes, a little Greek yogurt, about 2 tablespoons of tahini, and some sliced tomatoes. And it was delicious. It was very good. And I actually made dinner for Chickpea, and she loved it.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
When she comes over to my house, I make dinner. When I go to her house, she makes dinner. And she ate it. All of it. With a smile on her face. You know what? Why don't you say that on air, Rhea? Oh, you don't want to say it on air, huh?
That's a nice meal, Sherwin.
That's not what you said.
It sounds like you have a lot of time on your hands.
I dedicate a sufficient amount of my time to preparing my meals and living my best life and self-care and eating food and preparing food. I love to cook. I really do. More men need to know how to cook. More women need to know how to cook. Cooking is a life skill. So, ladies, if you get offended when a man asks you if you know how to cook, you're the problem. Because here's the thing. I bet you know how to eat, don't you? If you know how to eat, you should know how to cook. Just like if you drive a car, you should know how to change a tire. Right? It's very simple. It's a life skill kind of thing. All right. ST Spender says, good to be clear on the type of fat. Saturated fats influence arterial plaques. Unsaturated fats at body temperature remain more liquid. So, yeah, any kind of fat that is solid at room temperature is very bad for you. Lard, shortening, Crisco, bad. Even, well, butter is different. Some butter introduced into your diet is actually okay. But olive oil, the only oil that I use is either olive oil or avocado oil. Avocado oil has a bit of a higher smoke point. So when I make my falafel, which I love falafel, oh, it's so good. Because I got a food processor now. So now I can process the chickpeas, and I make my little falafel patties, and I lightly fry them in a little avocado oil. They're delicious. Serve it with a little tahini, a little Greek yogurt, some hummus. Wrap it up in a pita, little lettuce, little tomato. Fantastic. And it's vegan. It's very good. Except for the Greek yogurt. What now are you?
You have a vacation that I think you need to take.
What do you mean I need to take a vacation?
You need to go to Greece.
Oh, I would love to.
Just do it.
I have heard wonderful things. In fact, a very good friend of mine is from Greece. He recommends I go to Mykonos. Mykonos is a party. Everybody's naked. Did you go to Mykonos?
No.
Okay. So you didn't see all the naked people?
I didn't get to see the naked island people.
Okay. Because, yeah, I would love to go there. And, well, I'd be on my best behavior. Like, I wouldn't get naked.
You don't got to. You can just go and get naked. Bring chickpea. Eat some chickpeas.
There's a whole bunch I could say about that. But if I was to travel, I would probably travel with her. And it's best that I travel with someone because when I travel, and I'll travel by myself plenty, I don't have like guardrails. You know what I'm saying? So when I travel by myself, I'm just kind of I'm unbound and unlimited, and I don't really have any kind of boundaries. But if I travel with somebody else, they can kind of, hey, Sherwin, maybe you shouldn't do that. But when I'm by myself, there's nobody saying, hey, Sherwin, you shouldn't do that. In fact, I tell myself, yes, Sherwin, you absolutely should do that so it can lead to bad decisions. I took a trip to Vegas in January of 2020. Did I tell you about that?
No.
I don't want y'all to get the wrong idea. It was a whole week-long convention. What?
That's not a vacation.
Hang on, let me get to the rest of the story. The last event was the AVN Awards. I'm not going to tell you what that is. You're going to have to look it up. But it's a whole week-long celebration of a particular industry. And there's a lot of celebrities out there. Bradley Cooper was out there. T-Pain was out there. Doja Cat was there. It was at the Hard Rock Hotel, which is now the Virgin Hotel in Las Vegas. And there were a lot of celebrities there, and it was just a very wild time. I ended up went to a party, a private party, that was held in one of the suites that The Real World was filmed in. The Las Vegas season of The Real World was filmed in it's like 10,000 square feet. There's a hot tub. There's a bowling alley. Yeah, I went to the AVN Awards that week. They do it every week in Las Vegas. It's a wonderful, interesting. It's something you got to see. You don't got to do it every year. I know people that go every year, but I've never seen anything like it. What?
Do you think the chancellor's going to go next year? The former chancellor of UW-La Crosse?
They need to leave that man alone. That man is an adult. He didn't sign any morality clauses being the chancellor of UW-La Crosse. If he wants to make adult content with his wife, he should be able to do so. Let me tell you what's crazy about that. Because when women do sex work and have an OnlyFans, we support them. And I do. I support them. But why is it that if you are a man and you're involved in making that kind of content, you got to lose your job? And I guess women have lost their jobs too by making that kind of content, but let people do what they want to do. And here's the thing. If you're on OnlyFans, then you're just as guilty as the people that's making the content because you're paying for it. I have no issue with that whatsoever. Let people live. And that's the thing about sex in the United States. And I'm trying not to have too many sexual conversations because apparently that offends all of you that aren't getting any. The only people that get offended by conversations about sex are people that ain't getting none. If you got some, y'all be a little bit more laid back. We are so repressed when it comes to sex. I need y'all to understand something because I think you forgot. How do you think you got here? Exactly. Thank you. It's how we got here. Oh my God, sex is nasty. It wasn't that nasty. You was born. I don't want to think about my mama being a freak, but I ain't got none of my business. It ain't my business. I got here some kind of way. I didn't get here like Jesus got here. Somebody had sex with Mary. Because that's not how human beings are born. Okay, if Jesus was just immaculately conceived, how come it ain't happened again? You mean to tell me it's only going to happen one time? It's 8 billion people on the earth. Everybody got here the same way. By drinking way too much wine and having a fun night out. That's how we all got here. Stop being all prudish. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Especially the people that got 7, 8 kids. I don't do that. That's nasty. Oh, yes, you do. Okay, let's take a break, shall we? The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 101.7 FM. We'll be right back.
Don't touch that dial. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
And the truth was, after November 3rd, after the election, poof, it was over. It was a political idea. I don't have to wait till it's said and done to realize we got played. I said it back then and I stood 10 toes on it. I said, this ain't no black movement. This something else. Just because it say Black Lives Matter, I started looking at the movement and what was going on, and I said, this is a political agenda.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Are you an older adult or an adult with disability who makes too much for Medicaid benefits? Well, good news. You may qualify for $7,200 to help pay for short-term or continuous in-home services through the new Milwaukee County Independent Living Supports pilot program. If you qualify, it can help pay for things like specialized medical equipment, home modifications, personal care, and other services that improve your quality of life. Do yourself a favor and don't leave this opportunity on the table. You deserve to live life to the fullest. Find out if you qualify right away by visiting county.milwaukee.gov/ILSP. Again, that's county.milwaukee.gov/ILSP. Or call 414-289-6874. Again, that's 414-289-6874. Milwaukee County Independent Living Supports Pilot Program. Live your life to the fullest.
This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Social injustices have created a long-standing list of disparities in education access and the quality of education. Injustice is also seen in sexuality education provided to students. Students really need the full spectrum of what it means to have the information so that they can take care of themselves. Reproductive justice leaders advocate for schools to provide comprehensive sexuality education, which helps students to prevent unintended pregnancies and obviously increase their chances of graduating. It's really important for the listeners to remember that even if you don't have students in MPS, even if you're not a parent, those students are part of our community and they deserve our support. The more that they receive, the better off they are, the better off our community is.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute on the new 101.7 The Truth.
The lives of almost all Americans have been affected by the Social Security Act since it was signed into law on August 14, 1935. For those unable to work due to health problems, there are two main types of disability benefits paid by the Social Security Administration: Social Security Disability Insurance, also called SSDI, and Supplemental Security Income, also known as SSI. I'm attorney Lauren Zwerlein from Tabak Law, and we offer free consultations to everyone. Call Tabak for the payback. TabakAttorneys.com.
You are listening to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Mike from Mill Road said, did not know that caffeine is an appetite suppressor. I would have assumed the opposite. So there's some studies that show that caffeine can stimulate your appetite, but it depends on how much. It also depends on just your particular body composition. With me, once I drink my first cup of coffee, my appetite is long gone, which helps me get through my mornings of not eating breakfast. And then once you change your eating regimen, if you stop eating breakfast, eventually you won't be hungry for breakfast. And generally, if you eat a well-balanced diet and you're getting all the necessary nutritions and vitamins that you need, you will find that you actually will need to eat less. It's people that are hungry all the time that are not getting sufficient iron, folate, B vitamins, phytonutrients, et cetera, et cetera. But if you eat proper, and here's the thing about eating, it is science. And we know some of us are not good at science. Some of us think we're good at science. We're not. Some of us think the earth is flat. For you flat earthers, I got a question. if the earth is flat, okay, what's on the bottom? Right? Like if the earth is flat and you got all the land and the people and the water and the mountains and the buildings, because it's flat, what's underneath? Concrete? Like what? Explain that to me. Eating and diet is science. It actually is chemistry. It can be very complicated, and it takes a very long time to find a meal plan and exercise regimen that works for you. You can't just read what somebody else is doing, or you see a celebrity that lost a bunch of weight and like, oh, I'm on the Jell-O only diet. Like all that, those fad diets are going to end up harming your health, and the likelihood that you're going to gain all the weight back and then some is increased. Reginald said, I'm going to try out that meal that you just mentioned. Sounds scrumptious. No, it was very, very good. And cauliflower is pound for pound one of the healthiest vegetables you can consume. Reginald says you went to the Freaky Film Festival. It is a convention that celebrates the adult entertainment industry. There's a lot of celebrities out there. I mean, I went just to have a good time. It was in January, so it was like 70 degrees in Vegas. It was freezing cold here. It was a good time. I will say this. For those of you that are familiar with adult entertainment, you know, there are some people that are stars that are more popular than others, right? They don't look the same in person. They don't. They look, a lot of them are emaciated. They look gaunt. They look like they haven't slept. The substance abuse in some of them is very, very evident. It's actually kind of sad to see that side of the industry. And then there's like a trade show. You know, Las Vegas has got a lot of trade shows, so there's just a whole bunch of vendors and things for sale. And it's Vegas, you know. It was a good time. Chauncey says, bro, what's up with the damn bougie Martha Stewart type ass cauliflower dishes and sides you put together for you and your boo last night, LOL. Nevertheless, very nutritious and tasty sounding. Even more importantly, she liked it. So I don't know if y'all seen the thirst trap pictures that Martha Stewart just posted. Martha Stewart is 82 years old. She's also a felon, but Martha Stewart looks good. Real good. Gentlemen, because I care about you all very much. Ladies, I care about you too, but gentlemen, because we are at particular risk when it comes to our health. Controlling our blood pressure is paramount because it is a silent killer. And what ultimately happens is it can impair your kidney function. Have you guys noticed how many dialysis centers there are in our neighborhoods where 30 years ago they didn't exist? Because black people that are not getting regular health care have uncontrolled high blood pressure, mostly because of how we eat, and our kidneys are failing. The number of African Americans that are on the list, the transplant list for kidneys, is astronomical because we are ruining our kidneys by not keeping our blood pressure in check. But fellas, as you get a little bit older, and if your blood pressure is high and untreated, you'll notice you'll have problems in the bedroom. That is the first sign. Your virility will be reduced if you have high blood pressure. I highly recommend, because sexual health is health, just like any other kind of health. That is a telltale sign. When you eat properly and you get good exercise, your virility is, can I be honest with y'all? I'm going to be honest with y'all because I love y'all very much. I feel like I'm 18 all over again. That's right. Eating right and getting regular exercise and reducing my sodium intake and keeping my blood pressure at a regular level, I'm telling you, it's a one-way ticket to Pound Town. You ain't got to never come back. So, fellas, I'm just letting you know that is a sign. If you're having, problems with your virility in the bedroom, please go to the doctor, because that can cause a lot of issues in relationships. It can. Because people blame one another. I know a lot of women, they take it very personally. If some of them do, that if the man can't perform, she may think, oh, what's wrong with me? Sweetheart, a lot of times it's not you at all. Because when your blood pressure is very, very high, certain things sexually on men don't function as they should. So that's usually your first warning sign. All right. What did Brittany say? Brittany said, I need to just marry this girl since I keep talking about her. And then she said that she and her coworker were talking about me. Is this Brittany with the children or Foot Brittany the mailman? I'm not sure which it is. Just marry this girl since you can't stop talking about her. My God, me and my coworker was just talking about you this morning. Well, what was you saying, Brittany? Brittany, you sound like a hater. I hope you find true love one day. Rhea, this is your year to find true love. Rhea, I think by the end of the year, you're going to be married. I really think so. I think that you're going to find a person, boy or a girl, whatever you're into, no judgment. I want you to be happy. And I think the person, they might be waiting for you here at the 3rd Street Market Hall. One day you're going to walk out after a long day of producing my show and Dr. Ken's show, and it's going to be a handsome man. And he's going to say, hello, I think you're the best producer. And he's going to pull something out of his pocket. It's going to look like it.
He sounds like he's going to get maced already on site.
You need to give the man a chance.
What?
And he's going to pull a ticket out of his inside jacket pocket.
Immediately maced.
He's giving you a ticket.
I don't know what he's pulling out.
That's a ticket to Pound Town. And there's no returning. Non-refundable. Bruh. I always wanted to go to Pound Town. And then you have to get on your cell phone and call into the plant. Yeah, I'm not going to make it in tonight for my shift. I got a one-way ticket to Pound Town. And then you're going to enjoy life with him. We would like to meet him. If you were involved with somebody, would you bring, because we've met everybody's significant others. I've met Kyle's girlfriend. I met Corey, Carrie's boyfriend. Benjamin, his lovely girlfriend. We've met her before. About a year ago, give or take, I was involved with somebody. People here met her. So yeah, I'm not shy about.
I will bring, I don't know who I'm bringing, but I would bring a person once you bring Chick-P.
Leave her out of this.
Well.
First of all, we got to get you somebody first. Hey, if you guys would like to go on a date with Rhea.
No.
Rhea, you said that once a week you're going to turn on the camera so people can see what you look like, because people don't know what you look like. Why don't you turn it on now?
Sure won't.
Why? But you got to get all dressed up? Is that what you're going to do? Get all dressed up so people see the fancy Rhea?
Maybe I'll do it tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. There's a lot of men that ask me what you look like. I don't know, you look like a producer.
Just leave it a mystery.
Some days you look homeless. Not all the time. You're better. You used to come to work. Well, this is radio, though, too. And plus, if you know you're not going to be on camera, you can wear whatever you want. I used to dress like a bum. I used to wear sweatpants at WNOV and loved it. They were playing jazz this morning. I got a little worried. I didn't hear any hosts this morning. In fact, it was songs that you would play on your show. They played it this morning. Because, they do that thing at WNOV where if the hosts aren't there, they don't play replays. They just play music, which is so stupid. But whatever. Reginald says, fellas, the key to maintaining a healthy heart. A healthy heart on is maintaining a healthy heart. Brian says, also tell them increase their oxygen by doing 40 deep breaths a day. Yeah, you can get lightheaded doing that. Vince says, Sherwin, they are building a new dialysis clinic across the parking lot from Woodman's and Oak Creek. So now the clients can come out there, get their dialysis, and then go over to Woodman's and get their cases of soda before going home. And that's Vince, who calls himself the slave cap guy. Yeah, there's a reason for that, y'all. We are suffering silently as a community when it comes to our health. And a lot of this is rooted in, racism that we have faced as African Americans in the administration of healthcare. But we have got to get over that because we are dying quickly. And if we're not healthy, and if we're not living long lives, then we cannot participate in making our communities better and stronger. We are dying too quick and too young. And I know that food is very important to us. Soul food is a part of who we are. It is a part of our culture. But ladies and gentlemen, it is killing us. Now, back in the day, it was okay to eat some of the foods that we traditionally ate because our ancestors were way more active. They were way more, physically involved in their lives. We have sedentary lives. We don't exercise. We sit at a desk. We sit at a cubicle. Very few of us get necessary exercise. So the food that we eat has a compound impact on negative outcomes for our health. Just trying to get y'all to live for a long time. That's all I'm trying to do. Take a break, come back, impart more probably useless health advice that most of y'all are not going to take, but I'll do it anyway. And also, we're going to find Rhea a husband. What age would you like him to be? You like a little older? 35, 31, 28, 19, 50. If you're a man with a pulse, at least 6 feet tall, right? You want 6'1", 6'5", 4'11". Painted nails, manicures, pedicures, metrosexual. 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017 if you're an eligible bachelor, or I guess a bachelorette. What? Uh-oh. Hello.
Good morning. I'm calling to speak with Sherwin.
Hang on a second. Let me see if he's available. Hang on.
Okay.
Sir, somebody on the phone for you. Shut up. All right, hold on. I got to put my shoes on. Hey, this is Sherwin.
Oh, gosh, Sherwin, get you. Why's not baby girl that answers the phone? You did a bad job at doing that.
First of all,
you should always have shoes on your feet at all times.
I didn't know who answered the phone. I don't even know all the people that work here.
I understand that. I never knew the people I work with either. But anyway,
Lisa,
how
you have
doing?
a job?
No, I did. Throughout my lifetime, I did work. Yeah, I did work.
Well, what do you do for money now? Do you sell dope? How do you get money now? Like, what do you do to get money?
You know what? It's called, Social Security.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I can't take. I'm listening to you. I'm on dialysis and everything. I need a kidney too. I have my stump. So
it's actually very common. I hope you find a kidney.
It is. I do too. But I do dialysis at home. I wouldn't try to do it in a center. I'm gonna be around people. I do my dialysis at home.
Lisa, I want to try and get you a kidney. I want to do two things. I want to get you a kidney and Rhea a partner. If I could do it both with the same person, that would be perfect.
My children tell me that I got a TikTok. So they tell me to go on TikTok, and I'd be amazed at what the outcome can come out with TikTok. So I got a TikTok, whatever, but I'm just not on there.
Lisa, I'm literally going to your TikTok right now. How do I find you on TikTok?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, I don't even know my TikTok name or nothing. I don't know.
Wait.
Yeah. My TikTok,
Lisa, hang on. I'm going to put you on hold. I got to take a break. I'm going to come back and we're going to promote your TikTok page. So hang on a second.
All right.
The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back.
The Truth with Sherwin Hughes returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Elevate your game day gear or any outfit with official merchandise from the Milwaukee Bucks Pro Shop. From authentic jerseys to exclusive apparel and accessories, the Bucks Pro Shop has everything you need to showcase your fandom wherever you go. Cheer the Deer to victory with authentic Milwaukee Bucks items. Visit us at the Bucks Pro Shop at Fiserv Forum or Bayshore Mall, or shop online at shop.bucks.com.
Protect your dream home with American Family Insurance, and you can weather any storm. You'll also save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote. Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Telly Hughes with his truth.
Change. Change is inevitable, but it's something many of us are reluctant to embrace or accept. Is it because we think we're not keeping it real if we don't stay the same, or are we really afraid of what others may think or feel about us? There is a great deal of pressure to stay the same, even though everything around us is changing. Please believe 2024 will present its own set of challenges, and there is a good chance they won't be the same challenges as 2023. I can recall on numerous occasions throughout my career when people I knew from high school would see me and say, "You've changed," and I remember how that made me feel. Change is not a bad thing, and like it or not, change is constant. Don't mistake evolution with change because you can't have one without the other. As a matter of fact, change should be welcome if it's going to make us better. You don't have to sacrifice your authenticity because you make a few changes in your life. Before, if someone said to me, "You've changed," it would make me feel as if I sold out. But now, if someone says, "You've changed," my response is, "Thanks for noticing." Just because I look the same doesn't mean I'm the same person I've always been. So for someone to pay attention to what has changed means you're paying more attention to my actions and not my words. Change can be scary. It's the unknown that creates anxiety around change. So how do you prepare for something you know is inevitable? Not sure if this is the only answer, but I believe a good starting point would be to simply embrace it.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. More of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Many people try intermittent fasting in an effort to lose weight. Generally, intermittent fasting will make you eat fewer meals unless you compensate by eating much more during other meals. You'll end up taking in fewer calories ultimately. Additionally, intermittent fasting enhances hormone function to promote weight loss, lower insulin levels, higher human growth hormone levels, and increased levels of norepinephrine all increase the breakdown of body fat and make it easier for your body to use stored fat for energy. For this reason, short-term fasting actually improves your metabolism, helping you burn more calories. So it's contrary to eating a bunch of smaller meals to fuel your metabolism. Eating less, especially having an 18-hour period where you are consuming 0 calories, actually allows your metabolism to reset and use stored body fat for energy. Let's talk to Lisa. What is your TikTok? I hope you found it because I gotta see this.
My TikTok is Anchirub Woman.
Wait, what the? What is it?
Anchirub, an angel, cherub, CHERUB, ANCHERUB, woman, WOMAN.
All one word.
Yep, all one word. Yeah.
Oh my God! There she is. Lisa,
yeah, there I am.
What are you doing in this one?
Look, that was before and after. I apologize, guys, but yeah, I'm sick. So that's me and my, I'm going down the stairs, as you see. My leg jumps and everything. And then there was, pictures of me and stuff before. Yeah. So yeah, this will kill you. This will age you, kill you.
Look how beautiful you are.
I know. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. I know. Well, I was. But I get back.
Oh, Lord, that's your leg. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, you're moving it.
Something like it. It's something like it's Michael Jordan.
Oh,
I'm like,
Rhea,
well,
you got to see this. Rhea,
Oh,
you
yeah.
looking
I
at
was
this?
like, the thing, I understand why people go crazy and lose it. You better have, oh my God, you better have, oh God, this is a beast. This is a beast.
Okay.
I should say this is the hardest thing I ever dealt with. This is. Yeah, it is.
I'm going to spell your username again. You're going to get a bunch of followers out of this. All right. It's Ann Cherub Woman. ANCHERUB Woman. Ann Cherub Woman.
Woman, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
and you know what? I was listening to what you were saying.
Yeah.
And my friend, a childhood friend of mine called Lorenzo Williams, he got a book out. He cured himself of cancer. He had 3 months to live. And he cured himself of cancer right here in Milwaukee.
Wait, he cured himself or he responded well to treatment?
No, he cured himself. He didn't want no treatment, no anything at all. He cured himself by eating the right foods. And you are so right. And I know that myself because I used to exercise. I mean, man, I stayed in the gym twice a day, 6 to 7 days a week. Oh, my God, I want to leg press my 560 again. Oh, God. Leg press. Oh, leg day was a beast. Oh, good. Oh, I loved it.
So now you probably can leg press about half of that.
Yeah, you know what? When I get my prosthetic, I'm going to try and see if I can, start back leg pressing and, working out.
Lisa,
because
don't break that leg. Don't break your prosthetic leg on a leg press. You might snap it. They're not made for that.
It's all about the thighs. And it's about the thighs. And my knees, I still got my thighs and my knees, so I'm good with that. It's just, I think the leg would be pretty sturdy. So, I'm curious on what type of leg. I don't want a steel leg. I want a real, life-looking leg. That's what I'm telling. Yeah.
What's the process for getting a leg? Do you got to, sign up? You got to get on a list? How do they decide how and when you get a leg?
All of this stuff comes from, being on kidney, getting a kidney and all. It all goes by your doctor. If your doctor say yes, he can say yes. If he says no, he can say no. My doctor said, yes, Lisa, you get a kidney, put you on a kidney list. You got to go through the board. Oh, my God, it's a process. You got to go through a board and they approve you. And then, the process, he said, yes, you're going to get a process. Because my doctor, he wouldn't give me no crutches. He said I'm slow. Because, I would try to get up and walk, which I did when I was in the hospital. Yeah.
He wouldn't give you crutches?
Nope, he wouldn't give me crutches because I don't listen. Okay, I don't fell twice on my stump again because I don't listen. So that's why he wouldn't give me crutches because I don't listen because I don't know how to stop.
Then how do you get around, Lisa, if you don't have crutches? Just with a wheelchair?
My wheelchair. I finally said, okay, Lisa, guess what? You're handicapped. It is what it is. You're handicapped. Stop trying when they say don't. You can't. I don't believe in the word I can't. I never believed in those words. So
you
at
have
least
a motorized wheelchair or is it manual?
I got a manual and a scooter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a manual and a scooter. So now I got to get an elevator put onto my house because I live upstairs. So I got to get an elevator put on my house so I can get downstairs and around and about.
Are there organizations that'll pay for that'll install it for you, or you got to pay for it?
My insurance, and then we're seeing about that part. So if I got to pay for it, hey, I'm going to TikTok. I need some money, honey.
You should start a GoFundMe for sure.
I don't like asking people for no money.
Why not? People would be very generous, I bet, Lisa.
I'm quite sure, but I'm the type of person when I need it, and even if I need it, I still want to ask. That's just me. I'll figure it out. That's just me. That's just me. So, people say, I'm saying, what do I need to go fund for? I don't pay for everything. I don't need nothing. If I need an elevator, I might, the fund for that because that's expensive. I got 2 bids, and, that's pretty expensive.
So if you get approved for a leg, would your insurance pay for it? Because a leg has to be really expensive.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, they start from like $8,000, go all the way up to $70,000.
Yeah, so my insurance leg. I bet you could kick a lot of ass with a $70,000 leg.
Oh, I'll go back into karate school. I bet you I can. I'll come up there just to kick you. I kick my way all the way up there just to kick you and kick myself back home. I'm going to make you I forgot my baby girl to answer the phone. I'm going to bake y'all a cake and bring y'all a cake or a cheesecake, whichever one.
I don't know how the hell you gonna get here. You don't have to do that.
You know what? Look. You might need to get on my nerve. I can get in my car and drive my car. Okay, y'all look. You gotta let me do things on my own. Okay.
If Bob can get here with one arm, she can get here.
Thank you. Bob got one arm. Like I said, I'm gonna bake that cheesecake and whatever, or cake and bring in red velvet or whatever. This time my red velvet cake was like kind of orange pink or whatever because the girl got the wrong dye. But
so
anyway.
Lisa, do you also eat the desserts that you bake for other people? You shouldn't. You got diabetes. You can't eat that stuff.
No, I don't have diabetes no more.
Huh?
Nope, I don't have diabetes no more.
How did you get rid of your diabetes?
Well, years ago, I called myself doing something I should have never done, but I did it because I thought it would get rid of diabetes.
What,
I had gastric bypass. No, gastric bypass.
Okay, and I got rid of your diabetes?
Okay. No. What got rid of my diabetes is when I went, going to my dialysis doctor, and he said, Lisa, you got calcium buildup in your stomach. I said, what do you mean? I had a lot of problems. So once they removed the calcium, my thyroid, three out of my 4 of my thyroids, and they put your thyroids in your arm. No poor technology, but anyway, after they removed my thyroid, the diabetes gone.
Oh, well, congratulations.
But I never ate. The thing is, I never ate sweets and anything. I never liked. I was just fat. Yeah, I was just fat. I just ate the wrong time. I would eat, late at night. And that's what made me gain the weight. Yeah. And working and just working. Yeah. But yeah, it's working out and I lost the weight that way. Oh my God, I lost so much fat. Oh my goodness.
JD, the poet, said he will donate $100 to your elevator. So you already got people that want to donate, Lisa.
Oh, that is so sweet. That was really nice of him. I appreciate you.
Well, you start a GoFundMe, and I will share it on the air so that people can donate to you. Because we want you to get an elevator and a leg and a kidney and a boyfriend, whatever else you need. We want to make sure you get everything.
I know the boyfriend thing I'm kind of worried on. Look, I got to get myself looking back right because that's just wrong. Oh my goodness, this dialysis stuff kill your skin. Then my hair done get all gray and shit. I'm like, look, oh my gosh.
Well, we hope the best for you, Lisa. But I have to go. I talked to you longer than I talked to Marjorie Taylor Greene. I got to take a break now.
Because you love me. That's why. I'm full of information.
You full of something?
Like my mom said, you full of. But no, Mama, not.
Have a nice day, Lisa.
I love you. You have a nice day, too. Have a nice day, too, world. Okay, see you later.
All right, then.
Bye-bye.
All right, Lisa. Bye. You know how somebody, if they go on like an acting audition, you want to wish them luck, you say break a leg. You can't say that to Lisa because she only got one leg. What? Did you see the video of her leg twitching? I didn't like that. I didn't like it. I'm just saying I didn't expect that. It needs a disclaimer on it. You know how sometimes they'll cover up a video, but like sensitive content. You sure? You sure you want to see this? It's no disclaimer on it. Her leg it jumps. Okay, let's take a break. When I planned this show this morning, this is not where I thought we were going to be. Okay, The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. We'll be right back.
Don't touch that dial. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Calling all Black-owned business and entrepreneurs. The award-winning 1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black Business Give Back. Go to blackbusinessgiveback.com for your chance to sign up to receive 3 months of free advertising on The Truth. valued at $6,000. It is that easy. Grow your business today by signing up for our Black-owned business give back. For official contest rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com, member FDIC.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Literally one call, that's all.
I made one call, and that's all, worry-free.
One call, that's all. It worked.
Just one call and that's all.
They will do what they say they're going to do. One call, and that's all.
One call, that's all means security.
It's literally one call, that's all.
It's a phrase we'll never forget. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no.
So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning. The cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Truth Nation, it is Denise Thomas.
And Telly Hughes.
From Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. And guess what?
What is that, DT?
Our Truth fans can now watch and stream us live every day, Telly.
Wait a minute, Denise. Let me make sure I got this thing right. Our amazing and incredible Truth fans can go to 1017thetruth.com, click the Watch Live link, and watch me and you do our thing live from YouTube and Twitter every morning?
Yes, Telly, that is exactly right. So now they can watch you almost lose your black card every Friday during our Truth Telling Hit segment.
Come on now. You know I'm never losing my black card. But Truth Nation, you gotta tune into all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows, as you can not only listen live on the app, but you can also stream us live all day, every day by going to 1017thetruth.com and clicking the Watch Live link.
This is The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Are you tired of paying rent to a landlord when you should be paying yourself? It's time for you to start on your path toward owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and then we'll coach you on how home ownership can be a reality. In fact, Axe Housing has helped over 3,000 families own their own homes. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent, as the average Axe family who has been helped pays about $800 a month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing will have a coach on staff that can assist you today. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan and a budget that can even help you get more money for down payment assistance. So folks, if you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you should be. Here's what you do. You go to axhousing.org, actshousing.org, and get started on a virtual home buying orientation. Don't let where you are financially today get in the way of your bright future becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help. That's axhousing.org. All right, what else we have here? Diet myth number 4. You need to eat small, frequent meals for optimal health. Eating small, frequent meals regularly throughout the day is a method used by many people to boost metabolism and weight loss. However, if you are healthy, the frequency of your meals doesn't matter as long as you meet your energy needs. That said, those with certain medical conditions such as diabetes, coronary artery disease, and irritable bowel syndrome, as well as those who are pregnant, may benefit from eating more frequent meals. What else is here? Another myth, white potatoes are unhealthy. Often labeled as unhealthy by those in the nutrition world, white potatoes are restricted by many people wanting to lose weight to improve overall health. While eating too much of any food, including white potatoes, can lead to weight gain, these starchy tubers are highly nutritious and can be included as part of a healthy diet. White potatoes are an excellent source of nutrients, including potassium, vitamin C, and fiber. That one we already talked about. Low calorie. Fiber supplements are a good substitute for high fiber foods. Many people struggle with getting adequate dietary fiber, which is why fiber supplements are so popular. Although fiber supplements can benefit health by improving bowel movements and blood sugar control, they should not replace real food. High fiber foods like vegetables, beans, and fruit contain nutrients and plant compounds that work synergistically to promote your health, and they cannot be replaced by supplements. Let's talk to Alan. You're on 101.7 The Truth.
Hey, Sherwin, how are you?
Doing good, Alan. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I just called to tell you Happy New Year. Hope you had a good one.
Oh, I did, actually. I had a great time. Appreciate you calling.
There you go. You're trying to talk like somebody.
No, I'm not. It's my Asian accent.
You're talking like. Oh, okay. There you go. Guess what happened? That's pretty cool. I won tickets to the concert from Jammin' 98.3 on the radio.
Why would you tell us that? We don't care what you win somewhere else.
But it's kind of interesting because we're going to go. It's right almost on my birthday. So if March 2nd, which is my brother and sister's birthday, they're the twins' birthday. And you know the crazy thing with the twins? They're both doctors. So Mom and Dad were pretty proud. I went to law school, and Mike and Kathy are both doctors. If some of your listeners go to Children's, they probably met my sister. She runs the emergency room over there. Anyway, we're going to go to that concert. There's a lot of different. Ty knew one of them. We were driving in the car, and it had an ad. And I said, Ty, call that. Let's win. You know,
what concert? You're talking about the concert like we know which one it is.
It's some R&B concert. I don't know none of the people on it, but I'll like somebody, I'm sure.
You don't listen to R&B. That's not your preferred type of music.
Yes, it is. I listen to R&B. I listen to rap.
You listen to rap music?
Yeah, I don't like all that whine and stuff. I like that song, I'm a Gangster, Baby. You know, Eazy-E. That's my theme song. Feels good to be a gangster.
That's not
because a gangster don't blah, blah, blah. That's my lifestyle.
That's Big Mike. That's not Eazy-E, Alan.
Yeah, it is. Look it up. It's NWA.
Scarface. Man. Damn, it feels good
NWA.
to be a gangster.
No, it's NWA.
I can't believe I'm having an argument with you about this. Okay. Well, I didn't know that you listen to rap or R&B. That's very good to know.
Why would I not? I taught school in the inner city for 20-something years.
Because you used to be a white nationalist.
So what? Doesn't mean I didn't like black music. I listened to blues music then. When I was in the penitentiary, I stood up for black people who were getting picked on by the white guys. Why do you think I quit being? Because they're a bunch of cowards.
Well, Alan, I wish I could talk to you more about this.
I'm a man of many. I'm a man of many. I'm a myriad
of talents and all that stuff.
My
show is over. It's over now.
But you got to be always true to your friends, and you know what? God bless you, and Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year. All right, the truth with Sherwin Hughes is done for the day. Goodbye.
Tap into Milwaukee's most entertaining morning show.
Where's the commissioner for the cancel culture? Why can't Jada get canceled?
Is there a commissioner of cancel culture?
I don't know. I mean, because,
you
know, the cancel culture wasn't created in our age group. Why do you want to fight over this cornbread? It's just Jiffy.
Listen to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Life, it's full of moments, from first steps to first loves, moments that make life special. Our life can also bring us difficult and disruptive moments like a cancer diagnosis, which is why the groundbreaking work of Stand Up to Cancer is so vital. They know the problem of cancer won't be solved by one doctor, one lab, or one hospital. It takes collaboration. That's why Stand Up to Cancer brings together top minds from different fields to find new and better treatments so patients can thrive. So when it matters, we can all show up for moments of a lifetime. Please join Stand Up to Cancer and Myrtle Beach to help families get back to where they belong, making new memories for years to come. Please go to standuptocancer.org to see how you can join the mission.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Milwaukee, it is time for the most live 60 minutes in radio. Bringing you pop culture, sports, entertainment, and all the trending topics. Keeping it real and telling you like it is. This is Nothing But the Truth on the new 101.7 The Truth. Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is your host, Melanie Ricks.